Oh my lord, oh my lord. Ladies and gentlemen, your boy, Dark Spadil, DSP Space Gaming, has done the unthinkable. No one could have guessed it. No one could have called it. But yep, he announced it today. So I'm here to show you the situation. Give my amazing, robust, unique, and colorful, flavorful, tangy, spicy take. And then we're going to clock out. There's going to be an old school style Tevin video. I'm here for it. Hopefully you are too. This is the beginning, but also the middle of the story. And medias res, as DSP will call it.
All right.
Obviously, as he will call it. It's his term. It's not his term. Okay, let's move on.
Things considered, everything going on.
Ladies and gentlemen.
All right.
Here he is. It's him.
Here's the big update, ladies and gentlemen, I have for all of you. All right. All things considered, everything going on. All right.
All right.
As of today, the documentary is canceled.
The documentary is canceled. You may be saying, what documentary? Okay, let me break it down for you right quick in case you didn't know. Let me give you the Tev-splain. So it's this guy, Mike Klum. He did the Boogie 2988 documentary. I did a reaction to this documentary on Twitch, but that exists on my channel. I uploaded it here. Anyway, if you look up the documentary, it's got like maybe 5 million views by now. It's very high quality, and it's got a bunch of interviews, and it followed Boogie around, and it goes into his finances. It's super in depth. Oh my God, we never got a documentary like this about Boogie. This was like a groundbreaking, world-shattering documentary. Anyway, that dude was gonna do a DSP documentary. Yep. He announced it not that long ago. He went all over the internet and found people to interview, found people to talk to, found people to show up to the stream of. DSP talked about it. They met in real life. He got to meet Cat. He got to meet DSP. This is all true, by the way. I'm not fucking around. They had dinner together in person, in real life. So I didn't think they would cancel it. I thought they were best friends. Long story short, DSP canceled it today.
All right.
All right.
All things considered, everything going on. All right. As of today, the documentary is canceled.
So we're going to go back in time a little bit to the beginning of his Level 1 podcast. We're going to watch the whole thing from beginning to end. All of the STALLIN and all of the bullshit that is totally cool and not gonna torture you at all. Hopefully you're ready. We're gonna have a few timestamps for this video. And yep, he's got his fucking Zelda jammies on. He just wore these. He wearing them again. He wear them every day.
Of podcast. Good morning, everyone.
Oh man, hopefully you're ready. I don't know if I am.
Good morning, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to
I never make
the
YouTube
show.
videos anymore.
It is the Level 1 podcast.
I don't know what to do. Hey,
today is
here we go.
Saturday, the 20th of January, 2024. Welcome to what will be an event.
The question is, do I play this video at a
First of all,
faster
we've got to
speed?
recap everything that's been going on, and yesterday was a pretty darn good streaming day, if I do say so myself. So obviously, I'd like to give you some updates on all of that.
Okay, I think I'm gonna skip some parts.
Has already changed. It's funny how, you know, we're one day in.
I know what parts I'm gonna skip. Don't worry, we'll get there. We'll get through this. It'll be great.
World that is virally popular, and we're gonna try out together today.
Ah, yes, the Pal
really
World
don't understand
stream.
it or know much about it, so it'll be fun to check it out together and see if it's any good because I have no clue. But of course, the big chunk of today's podcast that I know everyone's gonna want to be talking about, I have a big update on the Dark Side Phil documentary.
Ah, yes, the Dark Spadil documentary.
So finally we'll talk about it. All right? And, you know, I've been holding off. I've been saying, hey,
I'm taking him so serious with this Mario and Sonic layout.
Of course, that's what I say on my streams, but everyone outside of this stream is gossiping, making stuff up, you know.
Remember this part.
So I'm here to
because later
clarify
on,
everything.
he shit on some dude because
Unless
he
you
care
know
about
exactly
the
what is going
opinion
on.
of the trolls.
Okay, so we're gonna
And
do that.
if you
today.
care
Of course,
about what
that's,
trolls
I'm sure,
think,
going to
you
lead
should
into a
rethink
lot
your
of
life,
questions
according
and
to
discussion
DSP.
and stuff like that.
But he always
So
talk about what the
that's gonna be
trolls think.
likely the
One of the
meat
reasons why he's
of
not
the
doing a
show today.
documentary is because of what the
So
trolls
there you
think.
have it. So before we get to all of that,
Anyway, he's
I think
already
what we should
snorting.
do,
Unless you want a little bit.
that's going to be likely the meat of the show today.
He's gonna
I'm
just
gonna do
talk
that
about this
like
stuff.
that.
It's very
So
important.
That's
though.
going to be likely the
meat.
meat of the show today. So there you have it. So before we get to all of that,
The real reason I rewind it.
so there you have it. So before we get to all of that, I think what we should do is tackle a few quick things. All right.
Quick business
Quick
meeting.
thing number one. All right, and I have to bring this up
I have to
only
bring it up.
because there's been some intrusive.
Oh yeah.
trolling
Speaking of things, I have to bring up, ladies and gentlemen, the 2024 Extra Life Charity situation is live right now. Make sure to go to the description of this video if you want to support the Extra Life Charity situation type deal for me, Ree, Almighty _ Tevin. Every dollar you donate is $1 towards happiness of literal sick children that need your help. They need your support. What else? I'm not checking the list of things to promote it all. Let's see. Okay, another thing I want to go over. Like, I want to make a point. DSP, this is one of your biggest, like, overall L's. The whole week, the whole month maybe. Like, we have the cat announcement. If you don't know about the cat announcement, she went from your girl to your girl. Like, dead ass. Like, what? Like, huh? It's her. Wait a minute. Now, hold on. I know that lady. So, yeah, that happened. And I'm telling you, if the documentary wasn't a thing, we wouldn't have saw Cat. If the documentary wasn't a thing, we wouldn't have saw Cat. We saw Cat because DSP had to get ahead of the this is my troll theory. He had to get ahead of the documentary, right? And show us Cat on his own. Then that way when the documentary come out, it won't overshadow. It won't be a huge deal. Oh my God, you saw what Cat looked like in the documentary? It'll be, oh man, you saw the documentary? You get what I mean? So, and he made a little bit extra money. But I'm telling you, her showing up had a lot to do with DSP doing the documentary. And now the documentary canceled. So, whoop. Anyway, that's L number 1. L number 2 is he gonna point it out. L number 2 is his members goal. His members goal, members total, gift member pop-ups. He got rid of all of them. No members goal, no members on the screen, no member pop-ups for gift memberships. If people gift memberships, he don't even want to give them a shout out. Unless they're like confirmed DSP supporters. Like genuinely, this is the thing right now. If you've come from a different country or you give him money from a different country, for instance, Argentinian pesos, he bans you. He actually bans you. If you give him money and you're not known to be within the United States or any area where he accepts money from, it's the most specific DSP thing ever. And shockingly, it has to do with money. Imagine, this dude used to get made fun of for being bad at games. And now he's like the money man, but not like that money man. Not that money man. He's like the broke money man. So yeah, that's L number 2. L number 3 was just him waking up in the morning. So 3 massive L's DSP took today. And I don't know how you're going to recover from them. Like the documentary L, it's going to take maybe a year for him to recover from that. Like we're going to be talking about this. And I say I mean him on his pre-stream. We're going to be talking about this in December. He's going to be saying, you guys remember when I canceled the documentary? You guys remember my clown? And the membership thing, like he needs YouTube to bail him out. He needs YouTube to genuinely change their entire system for him to even trust his own viewers. DSP literally doesn't trust his viewers. I think that's a pretty big fucking L if you don't trust your viewers. But I'm just a crazy detractor.
Activity up only because there's been some intrusive trolling activity on my streams as of the last week. Basically what's happened in a nutshell is that once again trolls have found a way to try to disrupt my content and my business.
Once again, the trolls what they're doing is finding are disrupting a way to my content.
Look like they actually are in another country than they really are located in. They're using this as an exploit. It's not allowed on YouTube, but they're doing it anyway. And this exploit is allowing them to come on here and essentially mass purchase gifted memberships for incredibly cheap.
I thought I was muted.
So
I'm good.
For example, last night, here we are on the Street Fighter 6 stream, and oh look, there's 50 gifted memberships. Oh look, there's another 50 gifted memberships. Oh look, there's another 50 gifted memberships. And you look, it's all trolls. All their names are like insulting things about me or my family or viewers or something like that. It's like,
it was mostly ones about Derek, but Derek is a part of his family.
Loophole. And by the way, again, this
and by the way, snort.
This exploit, which should not be allowed on YouTube, technically it's not allowed, but they're doing it anyway. Basically, it's been known for a while, and apparently YouTube just doesn't really give two shits about it.
DSP didn't give two shits about it.
I don't know why they wouldn't give two shits about it.
DSP didn't give two shits about it.
Worse and worse.
You want to know why? I say DSP didn't give two shits about it because he never brought it up until it was his problem. Like most things in DSP's life that he's ever complained about, he only complained about them when they're his problem. And I mean, let's be real. This is kind of how humanity works, right? But DSP is DSP. So this shit is like actually magnified. And he's a guy on the internet who's so fucking loud. He's like actually so fucking loud. Every time he have a problem, he try to make it other people's problem so the problem go away. Or, I forgot my point.
Been known for a while. And apparently YouTube just
every time he have a problem, he try to make it other people's problem so they make it go away. Or he try to bring up other people that can harm. So guess what? Somebody can help his problem go away. He get copyright strikes and he say, well, yeah, I'm getting copyright strikes, but what if like other people get one? What if other people get copyright strikes the same way? Like he always try to do that shit. He try to create victims of the same shit he a victim of so he can find people that help him. It's really cringe and he do it every single time anything ever happens to him. Trust me.
Basically,
he's going to do it here.
It's been known for a while.
It's been known for a while, but he never talked about it. He never did. Interesting. But now he's talking about it because it's his problem. Huh. Isn't that something?
Doesn't really give two shits about it.
And then he tried to project YouTube don't give two shits. Bro, you didn't give two shits. If you truly believe DSP, which I don't, by the way, it's so much nuance and bullshit and actual lies and half-truths within this entire little arc right here. It could take a whole different video that's 3 hours long. I'm not even supposed to be here for this part. But yeah, of course, DSP's bullshitting and lying. But what if he wasn't? I mean, yeah, like I say, if you believe him, if you make yourself believe him, then you'll be saying, well, why you didn't talk about this earlier? Because you didn't want to draw attention to it. But what about helping other people? You don't care about helping other people, Phil? Like, I got a perfect example for you. This is some lore that I watched recently on my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/almighty_Tevin. Some lore I watched on my stream back when Content ID first became a thing. This dude made daily vlogs about it. Like, no lie, daily vlogs, 15-20 minutes of him aiming his camera at his computer screen and complaining. And guess what? After like 15 fucking days, he got a managed partnership with Machinima, and he never made another video like that. He never made another video, a part of that playlist. And when he got managed, he was like, this doesn't mean I'm going to stop talking about it. I'm going to keep up the good fight for fellow gamers. He was putting on a fucking show. And it was just for him, for himself. When he got what he wanted, he didn't care about other people that were going through anything. He's always been like that, dude. And like I say, he's some loud asshole on the internet, so it's super amplified every fucking time. And he's about to do it here. He's done it before. He's gonna do it again. When he I might be remembering this wrong, but when somebody fucked with his internet at Comcast, he was like, what if this happened to other people? What if this happened to someone else? Bro, you don't care about other people and someone else. You never did and you never do. You just bring up other people because you want people to feel bad for you. And that was a rhyme.
I don't know why they wouldn't give two shits about it, because it's just going to get worse and worse. It's not just going to be, you know, I'm a small-time guy. It's not a big deal to me. But imagine big streamers.
Lie detector test determined.
You know,
that was a lie.
Viewers to me. It's just going to get worse and worse. It's not just going to be, you know, I'm a small-time guy. It's not a big deal to me. But imagine big streamers who have, you know, tons of viewers, and you got people going on their channels just constantly spamming gifted memberships to their viewership of thousands, and none of them are properly purchased. They're all this exploit, right? It really amounts.
Yeah. He wants this to be a problem in other places, because if it become a problem in other places, it's eventually going to help him. Let's be real about this. It's mad obvious.
To nothing. Like, it doesn't make YouTube anything. So YouTube, you think, would fix it. I don't know why they don't. Anyway, the reason I got to bring it up is because it's disruptive. When this happens, all of a sudden the entire chat.
Didn't he say it wasn't a big deal? And that it would be a big deal to like a big streamer and I am?
Streamers. Who I must know why they wouldn't give two shits about it, because it's just going to get worse and worse. It's not just going to be, you know, I'm a small-time guy. It's not a big deal to me.
I'm a small-time guy. It's not a big deal to me.
Entire chat. The reason I got to start going crazy, I had to turn it off. Because all of a sudden the entire. No. Anyway, the reason I got to bring it up is because it's disruptive. When this happens, all of a sudden the entire chat fills up with, oh, gift a member, gift a member, gift a member. The pop-ups start going crazy.
DSP never had a problem with this, by the way. When people gifted 200 memberships, 100 memberships, when NDO would gift them 100 memberships, when he would get 50 gifted, 50 gifted, 50 gifted, when he would get 20 gifted, 20 gifted, 100 gifted, he never complained about this because he was getting paid what he thought he deserved. And now because YouTube paying him less because he's getting gift members from some place he don't even want him from, because guess what? He don't get as much money as he think he deserve. Now he don't like the pop-up. Because the pop-up isn't earning him $3.99, he don't like it anymore. The fun pop-up to tell people what's going on in the community. And we all like this, right? This is some weird, like, it's not even weird. It's shit that he hated on forever. Twitch is all about subscription, subscribe. Get those custom fucking emotes and shit. It's a fucking pop-up on the screen. Thank you, shubbity bubbity. You gave me money. Bruh. DSP's entire like advertisement campaign was that he don't do shoutouts and he don't have pop-ups. But once he started getting them, once he had them on his stream, they became fun and robust and not intrusive at all. But now, again, now that he's not getting what he think he owed, he hated. Now it's obtrusive. Now it's in the way. Now we wish it could go away. Now I don't like it. Now it's filling up the chat.
Oh, gift a member, gift a member, gift a member. The pop-ups start going crazy with gift a member, gift a member. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, almost all of last night's Street Fighter stream, the thing kept popping up. I had to turn it off.
This has happened before, by the way. Not the turn it off part, but the gift membership pop-up going for 20 minutes, 30 minutes straight. Dude, you can go back to when he first started getting these Argentinian gift subs. When he first got 400 in one night, the pop-up was going a whole night, and he didn't complain. He pointed out that it was a cool thing. Oh, look at that, you guys are still going. He didn't complain about it filling up the chat. Interesting. It's because he thought he was getting $4 for them, and he liked them.
People were complaining they couldn't
But
see the
again,
game.
this is stuff that he's advertised as good things, and he's given us all kind of crazy fucking cult leader reasons. Oh my God, this is such a cool way to showcase thankfulness, and I'm so thankful and so grateful, and it shows you guys' name who get the gift membership. Isn't that cool? But once you're not making the amount of money you think you should make for it, we hate it. We got to get rid of it. We got to snort it out of here.
Because that's the thing. Having nice pop-up messages as a way of saying, hey, thanks for a contribution, is nice when, number one, the contribution is legit, and number two, when it's not happening constantly.
The legit part.
It's a rarity that you would just see that happen nonstop and never stop. But that's what these idiots are doing now. They're trying to be disruptive to my streams. So, in order to take care of it, basically what I've done, number one, if there are gifted memberships, I've disabled the pop-ups. So there will be no pop-ups for
L
gifted
for
memberships.
DSP.
If there is a gifted
Massive
membership
L.
and it's legit, I will shout it out manually, as I always used to do. If you guys aren't
as I
aware,
always do.
gifted memberships only just started popping up on streams like a month ago. They just started adding it to some of these services to pop up.
Is it really a month though? Has it really only been a month?
So
lean in, snort.
I'm basically just going to disable those, all right? So that way you won't see insanely intrusive pop-ups nonstop on the stream. That's number one. Now, standard memberships, real ones that are purchased, normally, they should stay. It's only the gifted memberships that look like...
It's pretty ironic that this dude in chat trying to get his attention. LOL, they're giving you money and you are just ignoring it. I love when they waste their time for a circle of nonsense at DSP Gaming. Why they waste time? They have to be children. Isn't it ironic that that dude message never got read?
They're going to be effective.
And he got a very nice crown next to his name. I think he paid for that. Giving them money and just ignoring it. Isn't it ironic?
Okay, we'll test that.
Yep.
I mean, obviously, if it is a
Look
problem,
at him staring. He's obviously reading what that dude's saying right now.
You know, we'll see.
Just to see if he got to ban him.
Number two, obviously, if you guys see this happening, please don't give it attention. Because that's all they're here doing it for. They want attention. And if you give them the attention they want, then they feel satisfied and then they want to keep it up. If we just ignore the nonsense, they'll go away.
He's talking about, I'm sorry for hitting the microphone. He's talking about gift membership pop-ups. This is now the nonsense. He's really going to train his viewers into not paying attention to, caring about, or being thankful for gift memberships in some weird way. Because we don't trust people from outside the community anymore. But
because
did we
that's
ever?
all they're here doing it for. They want attention.
Oh,
and
man.
if you give them the attention they want, then they feel satisfied and then they want to keep it up. If we just ignore the nonsense, they'll go away. And that's how you handle trolls. So I'm not going to pay any attention to it. If I see it happening, I'm just going to ban the account and move on and ignore it. And that's it. You're not going to see it on the screen or anything like that. It shouldn't be a problem. If you're in the chat, yeah, you're going to see it in the chat. It's going to basically like pop up when they do it, but just ignore it.
Just ignore it and it'll go away. Mature adult moment.
All of this, the channel has unlocked 2 new emote slots because people were asking about this last night, but I wasn't going to talk about it because, again, I didn't want to give these people attention.
But you're giving it attention now?
One is me as Ryu and one is me as Ken. When I dressed up last year to play Street
I
Fighter
like how
6,
it's a bad thing. This is a bad thing now.
So there you go.
Holy.
Enjoy.
You don't give a fuck.
And the thing is, even though these memberships are basically only possible because of this loophole, this exploit, this abusable thing, whatever you want to call it, that should not be allowed on YouTube.
Call it what
From my understanding, you guys are getting the memberships and they're counting, right? Like you have them. You have all the benefits of a membership. So enjoy. You know, I don't understand why these people think that this would hurt me. Because
it did hurt you, bro.
I didn't do anything wrong. It's them that's abusing the system. So if anyone's going to
what is doing something wrong got to do? Wait, what?
All I'm going to do is not have the pop-ups on screen anymore. Get in trouble because I didn't do anything. I don't understand why these people think that this would hurt me.
First of all, it did hurt him. I already pointed that out in the beginning. He got rid of the gift membership pop-up, and he got rid of the total member count on the bottom left. Now, this is the thing. He tries to bring up, oh, these pop-ups for the gift memberships have only been around for about a month. Okay, sure, whatever. But that total member count, you've had that shit on your screen for like multiple years, at least like 5 years. He's had the total sub count or total member count on screen. Now, trolling, according to him, trolling made him get rid of this. I'm pretty sure that's a fucking L, bro. It's dozens, maybe hundreds of times, no exaggeration, where DSP pointed down to that number, the member total, the member goal, and said, this is my income. This is my whole income. This is my entire income. He got rid of that number because trolling. He got rid of that number because something he didn't want to happen happened. That's a fucking L, my guy. You can't rewrite it. It's a fucking L.
Because I didn't do anything wrong. It's them that's abusing the system.
I don't know why he said he didn't do anything wrong. Like, I guess because the off chance that people might think he's gonna get banned for this. That's it. The people that say he might get banned for something are the people saying he might get banned for purposely banning people based on where they're from. Not anything else.
So if anyone's going to get in trouble, it's going to be them. All I'm going to do is
Yeah, they're
not
gonna
have
get
the
in so
pop-ups
much
on
trouble.
screen anymore. You know what I'm saying? And then it's not going to be a big deal at all.
All I'm gonna do is massively interrupt my business.
By the way, be careful because a lot of people are typing the emotes now and they type too many and Nightbot's timing them out. Don't type too many emotes at once.
What a fun chat.
It'll go crazy.
What about the benefit? Didn't he just say benefits of them being a member? What benefit? I thought you could avoid slow-mo. You can avoid slow-mo, but you can't even type more than like 10 emotes? Huh?
Okay.
Very limited stream. Very limited chat. In multiple
So if
ways.
anything,
extremely limited, if you know what I
enjoy
mean.
your gifted memberships if you got one. In fact, a lot of people came on stream in the last couple of days. They're like, oh my God.
Let me see,
Folks,
there's
a lot of
something else I
people,
missed
it'll go
there.
crazy. They type too many and all. Is not have the pop-ups on screen anymore. You know what I'm saying? And then it's not going to be a big deal at all.
Let's try to make the sandwich shop analogy. This is like, This is like if a sandwich shop. Damn. I don't know. It's like if a sandwich shop stopped advertising itself, but it's not an advertisement. Like, what would be the equivalent of a fucking sandwich shop thanking the customer? It's like if a sandwich shop stopped giving out receipts. I don't know. Another Tevin L.
So if anything, enjoy your gifted memberships if you got one. In fact, a lot of people came on stream in the last couple of days. They're like, oh my God, I got a gifted membership and I never get one. This is cool. Yeah, enjoy. You'll have it for the month, you know? Now here's the thing, and this is just me being honest with my audience.
So honest. Look at him eyes. It's a very honest man's face.
Yeah, this sadly means that we can't do things like track members or track daily member goals.
No, we
'cause They
can.
don't mean anything.
Oh,
When in a moment's notice, someone can just drop a
they don't mean anything because you don't get as much money as you think you're getting from them. Like, what the fuck? It's still a number that go up and down. It's still your members count, right?
giant gift of 50 members that
Man.
equate to like a quarter of a cent. And, you know, it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
This
there's
is so weird because if he ever bring this member count back and people tell him how much money he earned from his memberships, like if somebody genuinely count his fucking pockets, like, oh, Phil, you have 1,500 members, which equals to this much money. I'm sure he will be the first person in line to yell at you, call you stupid, call you weird, say that number isn't about money, it's about support. And maybe he'll give you some buzzwords on the way out.
no point in having a goal.
But now he's
Only
like,
just-
there's no point in having a goal because the amount of money I get for the sub isn't equal around across the board. But he not telling us that, but he is. You gotta really read between the lines. But then if you do that, he tell you, I didn't say that. I never said that. And it's like, yeah, you didn't, but what did you say? Bullshit. And you gotta read between the bullshit.
Sadly, means that
Read
we
between
can't
the
do
snorts,
things
man.
like track members or track daily member goals because they don't mean anything. When in a moment's notice, someone can just drop a giant gift of 50 members that equate to like a quarter of a cent. And, you know, it doesn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no point in having a goal, right?
You didn't have a goal, all right?
So for now, the daily member goals are not
Oh,
going to be
daily
there.
member
Whether we ever
goal.
bring them back, I don't
Oh,
know.
woe is
All right?
him.
I don't know if we'll
Imagine
ever bring
getting
it back.
rid
It
of your
depends, 'cause this is a
daily
big
member
problem that YouTube
goal.
needs to fix. But
Holy.
please understand something.
Daily member
Legitimately
goal.
buying a membership or legitimately gifting a membership like 672 just did, and thank you 672 for doing that. I really appreciate that. Thank you for the gifted membership there.
Look how
sir.
down bad this dude is.
That still helps this channel tremendously. And I want you guys to understand that that was a significant source of support that I was getting.
Support.
And if this goes away, that's going to hurt me and my business.
I thought it wasn't a
And
big deal,
That's not
though.
anything that I've done wrong. that's some idiots abusing the system.
Didn't he say it wasn't a big deal and that it won't hurt him? And I was going to hurt him and his business. Two different entities.
Please
he should have said, he should have hit us with the big three. It's going to hurt me, my business, and my family. When, let's be real, if it hurt his business, of course it's going to hurt him. He is his business. And if it hurt his family, that's going to hurt him because he's a part of his family.
Stop supporting the channel.
But you know, he stack up the words sometimes.
Rolling in support. It's actually the opposite.
Rolling in support.
Please do not.
No matter what, DSP find a way to make himself sound broke. No matter what, this dude's job, dead ass, is sounding broke, being broke, looking broke, and acting broke since 2015, and it get worse and worse and worse. I'm surprised he's not taking pictures of his fucking of the inside of his refrigerator. It's ridiculous. Like, he really is actually a beggar. He's like genuinely a beggar. That shit crazy. I ain't never seen somebody act as broke as this dude.
Some idiots abusing the
no matter how good he do. Like, this is the thing. If these memberships were legit, if he had 2,000 real memberships, he would be on stream every day saying, guys, I don't know who this person is, but they might be like a troll. They might take it back. It's never been done before, but they might do it. And his eyes would be rolling all over the place. He would just make somebody somewhere think, oh, what if he don't get this money that he think he gonna get? Well, I gotta give him some money to equal that. He would have just made it some weird shit. He always do that, and he always will. He can get $1,000 overnight, and he somehow try to use that to get more money. Oh my God, what if I get charged back? Yeah, it's been really great, but ever since we got that huge tip, no one's been supporting, and I don't want you guys to think that I don't need support because, like, one person gave me like a lot. I don't want it to be all about one person giving a lot. This dude is genuinely has speeches like this. It's crazy.
So please, just because some idiots found a loophole, please do not.
Bro, DSP's entire existence is a fucking loophole.
Because I'm not someone who's now rolling in support. It's actually the opposite. It's like, this channel looks like it's gained like 600, 700 memberships, and it's equated to me making like $3, you know, which is pretty messed up when you think about it. So
when you think about it, it's messed up.
Please consider supporting in that way. Now, someone just said, instead of counting memberships, could we maybe do a highest super chat on the leaderboard? You know, I wouldn't be opposed to doing that.
Damn, he read that immediately.
YouTube allows super chats in any currency. And I'm not someone who understands the.
Remember that dude that was like, it's funny, these people give you money and you ignore them. He got ignored.
And then when I'm in the middle of a
and now he
reading
some weird shit about money.
Google currency conversion rates to see which
look how complicated life is for him.
If YouTube just conversion, when I'm in the middle of
he need YouTube to do it. YouTube make it easy for me.
Currency calculator in front of me, and then when I'm in the middle of a stream and a gameplay session, no, I'm not going to sit here with a Google currency conversion rates to see which super chat of the day was the highest one. If YouTube just converted everything to dollars, I would absolutely do that. But
like, why even pretend like you really getting 15 different currencies sent to you a day? You know, at most it's maybe 3 or 4. And if you do this based on how weird you do it, it might invite another 3 or 4. But just figure it out, man. Like, just actually figure it out. Why can't you just figure it out, DSP? What the fuck?
You know, YouTube doesn't. It just lets everyone do super chats.
The dude that brag about being a mature adult, he need everybody else to help him and tell him what to do every day.
That's the real problem.
Genuinely. The real problem is that YouTube won't make it easy for me.
Just so you guys
YouTube
know,
won't
that's
make
the
it
deal
even easier than it should be.
And I apologize.
To fucking,
here's the
to fucking earn money online.
Much,
oh no, look, now it don't affect things that much. He gonna fucking cope, bro. After he just told us it's a big deal and it affects himself and his business. Because he's so fucking cringe, he had to say it affects me and my business. Correct? Didn't he say that? But listen to him now.
Anyway.
The GOAT.
Just so you guys know, that's the deal of what's going on.
The GOAT.
And I apologize, but here's the truth. It doesn't really affect things that much because we don't do monthly goals anymore.
The GOAT.
This would have been a disaster if I still did monthly goals.
Then he moved the goalposts. Speaking of goal, we moving the goalposts. This would have been a disaster if I did monthly goals. Therefore, it is not a disaster because I preemptively nerfed myself in some strange way by getting rid of the monthly goal.
But we got rid of
W.
those last year. So because of that, it doesn't really affect things that badly at all.
This dude's
It's
so
just that
fucking
we won't
lame.
have pop-ups for the gifted memberships. You know, I'm gonna shout out the real ones. If fake ones come in, I'm just gonna ban those accounts. And that's it. And they'll just move forward positively. And like I said, just don't.
Imagine not giving people notifications for gifted memberships. And then your excuse is that, well, some dude from El Salvador might gift a membership and I won't get the full amount of money that I think I'm owed. Like, that's fucked up, bro. It's really fucked up. And then you have the nerve to say, basically, this isn't an L. No, it's an L, my
Talk
dude.
about it. Don't let, if it happens, just ignore
It's
it.
a very
I'll take care of
fucking
it. All right?
robust
It's not a
L.
big deal.
It's hilarious, by the way.
Don't
And
give
we
them
didn't even get to
attention
the
'cause that's all
real
they're
L.
seeking.
We still
All
didn't
right?
get to the real L
And
yet.
Just remember, please support the channel.
Andy
You know,
begging.
Super chats, super thanks, tips, and yes, legit memberships
Andy
and
begging.
legit gifted memberships all help. And I still
He's so fucking sus right now. This is the first time ever DSP has mentioned gifting memberships last. He always say cheers sub tip. Back in the day. Nowadays, he always say gifted sub, gifted membership, super chat, super sticker, whatever the fuck. He always say tip last. He always say tip last. Not
just
today.
remember, please support the channel. You know, super chats, super thanks, tips, and yes, legit memberships and legit gifted memberships all help. And I still need that. Like right now, I'm actually way slow on support this month, and it's not your fault.
Yeah, it is. Of course, it would be really weird to say that, but it is.
It's because ad revenue this month is terrible. In January, ad revenue is the worst.
I can't believe he complained about ad revenue. With the amount of actual views he get, it's wild that he's still complaining about ad revenue. Like his view count is so irrelevant. So actually
all
irrelevant.
year. But then on top
Nice
of that,
deflection, though. I'm
there's
glad
the
that we
fact
can
there
still
have been
deflect
no
to ad
major new
revenue.
releases this month.
And then
So
we
my
blame it at
usual
game releases.
crowd of newcomers who would come in, or people who come just to watch the new releases, they're not here yet. They'll probably be here next Friday.
He coping.
But they're not here yet.
Major
They haven't been
cope.
watching this stuff. The views are down this month because I'm doing these longer playthroughs and stuff
Holy.
with nothing really new right now. And then in addition to that, we got this member issue going on.
Oh.
So there's likely some people.
It's not your fault. But then lastly, he bring up the thing that's directly up to the community, the membership goals. It's not your fault. Well, why are you bringing up the membership stuff?
who maybe would have come and gifted memberships.
Oh, wait a minute. So it is their fault.
Major new releases this month.
Listen to
Actually,
this.
way super thanks help, and I still need month, and it's not your fault. I'm actually way slow on support this month, and it's not your fault. It's here. So here's the thing really new right now. Some people who maybe would have, we got this member issue going.
It's not your fault. He lists a bunch of shit in between. The actual reason why it is your fault, by the way. This is the real answer to why the money's low. Everything else was fucking pignosis, bro. It was pignosis and filler. It's like he putting an extra slice of bread on his sandwich and he calling it a Big Mac, but it's a bologna sandwich with 3 slices of bread.
Going on.
Listen to your boy, watch
so
him
there's
work.
likely some people who maybe would have come and gifted memberships or whatever, and they came in and said, "Oh, look, Phil's fine. He has a ton of memberships," and then probably ditched, and maybe they'll come back later. But that's the
Again,
problem with it.
like I said, oh my Lord, the horn blowing outside. Like I said, this dude genuinely is a beggar. He gotta look poor. He gotta look like he not doing good to get help from people. Nobody genuinely likes him. He's actually factually trying to manipulate people, bro. This is genuine manipulation. And it's like it just is. This dude's wild.
Come and gifted memberships or whatever, and they came in and said, "Oh, look, Phil's fine."
Oh, look, Phil's fine. I'm not going to give him any money. We don't want people to think that. We need people to think we're doing bad because they won't support us for real. They won't support us genuinely. They will only support if we do not do good. If we're not doing good, they'll support. This shit crazy. And he's telling people it's to their face that he think his fucking system worked this way and he needed to keep working this way.
He has a ton of memberships.
The
and then probably
manipulation
memberships or
system.
whatever, and
Yes.
they came in and said, "Oh, look, Phil's
This
fine."
is, bro, okay. Okay, let me reset myself because this is a little bit of a derail. Something DSP always complain about is ladies on the internet, women if you will, pretending to be single to get dudes money, to get dudes attention. DSP did that, by the way. Do your research, do your homework. At one point in time, DSP deadass was genuinely pretending to be single, all the way up to the point where he was telling us he was single, and he wasn't. He was literally dating this lady. He was texting her, tweeting her, having her come see him. He was actually just dating this lady. But he was telling fucking teenage boys and shit that he's single. Anyway, one thing DSP always complained about is ladies pretending to be single to get money, attention, and views from dudes. Bros. DSP do the same thing except with being broke. He pretend to be broke to get money from people. And then he make a bunch of money and he turn it into a negative. Well, I got so much support, but sadly I have to pay more taxes because I got so much support, which is something DSP actually did. He begged for money to pay taxes and said, damn, I made so much money, I got to pay extra taxes. He's done this. He get like, let's say 100 gift subs from Tut or some shit, right? Back in the day. And he's like, oh my God, all of this support, but you know, I can't have all of my support come from one person. It'll be great if you guys supported the stream because, you know, we can't have everything on one person. Like, this dude's awful.
Fine. And then in addition to that, we got this member issue going on. So there's likely some people who maybe would have come and gifted memberships or whatever, and they came in and said, oh, look, Phil's fine. He has a ton of memberships, and then probably ditched, and maybe they'll come back later, but that's the problem with this kind of stuff, okay? So anyway, that's the deal. That's what's going on. Let's ignore it. Let's move on positively, okay? Cool.
Yeah, we're moving on,
yesterday
all right.
was a great streaming day. On the podcast, we had a ton to talk about, including covering the entire Xbox digital showcase that happened on my day off. In fact, talking about my day off and all the events that happened there.
We're gonna try
and
to
then we
speed
had
this
a
up.
great session of Baldur's Gate 3 where
1.5.
we wrapped up the Crash area of the map, and essentially that's it. Now we have finished Act 1 and we are ready to move on to Act 2.
I'm
So
gonna
we're do
fully
play it again
skip
on
like the
Tuesday.
news
That's
if
right.
we do
So
that.
I'm excited for that.
And the
thanks
part
to
where we
everyone who's been along
talk
for the ride.
about
Literally
watching
like 55
Snake
hours or
Eyes.
something insane like that just to get through Act 1. Again, I hope you guys understand
Again,
why there was
he's
absolutely
giving us
no way that
like
I was playing
a
this
lot of
game,
extra bread on
in
the
the fall when it
sandwich.
came out. How would I have played this game and juggled other new releases with it? It wouldn't have been possible. I've literally played the game now nonstop for a month.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I've only just
He's
beaten
talking
Act
about
1.
Baldur's Gate 3.
This is not the kind of real game for a streamer. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, how would you ever get through that game unless you play it nonstop? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's why I'm glad I
All
didn't
of
play
the
that.
streamers that beat it, right? Keep
Okay.
on, keep
Cool.
on projecting, man. Keep
so-
on projecting.
That was yesterday's daytime stream. Last night was Friday Night Fights, the final Friday Night Fights featuring Street Fighter 6, because now we're going to be moving on to Tekken 8 starting on Friday. And let me tell you guys something.
moving
I
on
did
to
way
Tekken
better than
8.
I expected. I was using
We.
Zangief for the
All
first
of
time
us,
since the
collectively.
summer. And in the summer, I liked Zangief, but basically I hit a wall, and the wall was anytime you face a top tier, you basically get dominated. He's too slow, his normals aren't good, and because of that, he just gets destroyed by top tiers. Just I'm get lucky, which happens. Playing him since the every two died before they buffed Zangief because in great stream last night. I had a lot of fun. All right. So overall, yesterday's streams went really well. Today, we are checking out Pal World. This is the game that is a hybrid, supposedly between Pokemon and Ark Survival Evolved. We are checking out Played.
It's so
Very well be
irrelevant.
popular.
There's no point leaving it in the video. I'm sorry.
First, 10, 20 hours. For the first time ever, going to jump over to DSP Throwback. I'm going to call it out for what it is.
Oh yeah, he triple dipping on YouTube big time to a point where it's like anybody with actual common sense will call it greedy. DSP has of course complained about people doing the equivalent and less. But here he is doing it. He's got 3 YouTube channels that he currently uses: DSP Gaming, DSP Reacts, and now DSP Throwback. Yes, DSP Throwback. If you don't know what it is, it's a channel where he uploads his old footage. I'm going to give you the true and honest answer, and not the DSP bullshit edition. It's a channel where he uploads old footage that he made, spliced with other people's footage when it come to cutscenes, upscaled to 1440p, and it's got like artificial frame rate added to it. I don't know how to word that in the correct way, but the videos are 30 FPS and they fucking updated them to be 60. It's fucked. The videos got weird ghosting. The audio's destroyed. It's just like not good. If this is the equivalent of like a Star Wars remaster, the whole internet would hate on it. They would issue an apology and they would stop selling it. It's that bad. It's that bad. And he's now gotten to the point where he's censoring himself. Something, of course, DSP said he wouldn't do. So let's take a quick trip to show you the censorship, because it's really, really funny. And it's something he said he wouldn't do. Of course he did. He said he wouldn't accept memberships either. I might be wrong.
What's up here?
On the video. No, it's this one.
Someone did 1,000 damage. Who the
Pay attention to this. It's really funny.
Fuck. Yeah.
Old man.
Go fucking dance somewhere else, you fuck. Yeah.
Old man.
Go fucking dance somewhere else, you fuck. Yeah.
Old man.
Go fucking dance somewhere else, you fuck.
So yeah, that's DSP throwback. Something else that's happened on his channel, Red Dead Redemption Part 1. They originally had footage from a channel called Game Sin. To the point, well, we knew it was Game Sin because there was a watermark on the bottom right that said Game Sin. We're not gonna go on the rabbit hole, or down the rabbit hole when it comes to that. Long story short, this is not his footage. He didn't record it. It's just footage lifted from one of those Red Dead Redemption the movie videos. You know, like 4K upscaled, and it's all the cutscenes. Or maybe it's some dude's playthrough, but it's just lifted from another source. But they got the audio from the original playthrough. DSP has not acknowledged this at all. And he's also not acknowledged the fact that originally they had some other dude's footage with their watermark. He never talked about it, and he probably never will. Actually swept under the rug.
Anytime now, Doc Brown will come ripping down this street in the
And it's like, genuinely,
oh wait, that was a different movie.
this isn't genuine. How you gonna call it a remastered playthrough? You got footage from some other dude's playthrough from 2022. Probably. This shit look way too good. And then look at his footage. Just what his footage look like.
Left stick to walk, right stick to look around.
This is like a fucking Wii port, bro. It's like you playing Red Dead Redemption on a flip phone. A mobile phone gaming.
Mission by walking down the main
It
street.
look like a Fortnite mod. What the fuck is this?
Alright, Rockstar immediately fucked up. The first thing is stupid. Alright, let's see what they got.
And listen with your headphones on. The audio is completely trash. We're not even gonna go into that. So yeah, he triple dipping 3 channels, memberships on all 3, super chats on all 3, super everything, upvote everything on all 3, begging on all 3. He's gonna be begging on 3 channels, bro. Begging on 3 fucking channels. This dude started a campaign against Toby Turner because Toby Turner had the nerve to make a gaming channel. He started an actual campaign against iJustine because iJustine wasn't a gamer and she made a gaming channel. He was factually fucking gatekeeping people, bro. He was gatekeeping people from trying to make a living and feed their family. Like, genuinely. And it's the type of shit he built himself on. Actually gatekeeping random people and trying to make other people join this fucking bullshit. Trying to make it like, well, these people aren't real gamers. They just want to make money. Well, what is he? What's he in 2024? 3 channels, memberships on all 3. And then the price, $3.99. $3.99 on all 3 channels. You would think it would be cheaper on the one that made the least amount of content, right? Fuck no. DSP trying to milk these people for all he can get while calling everybody else greedy.
Grown to become a better content creator.
Speaking of milk these people for all you can get, make sure to click the link in the description of this video to donate to the almighty _Tevin Extra Life Charity 2024 edition. Round of applause, round of applause, round of applause.
And commentator today than I was 14 years ago, but people like the stuff from 14 years ago as well. So this is going to be a very interesting stream, to say the least, okay? The way I'm going to do the stream is very similar to what I do over on DSP Throwback. So basically, what
we're going to skip this. This is irrelevant.
If you missed the live stream and you're a member,
I just wanted to show him his idea.
That's still going to be coming out. If we get enough
Holy
views then that it'll requalify for advertisements.
horn
I'll be able to
blowing
fully
guy.
remonetize that channel. Right now, that's what we're working on, okay? So that's Sunday night, and then Monday will be the session of Street Fighter 6. Probably either Pal World is literally booting the game. I'm just going to jump right in. advantage. Second, and Like a Dragon on 2 game time. Like a Dragon Infinite.
Wow.
Suicide Squad Kill the Game Set 2, where you're playing all the modes and so you get the membership and went to
Jesus.
So before we get into the meat of everything, which is going to be talking about the documentary, just a quick reminder, please guys support the streams.
Big.
I don't know how today's going to go with Powell. I don't know if anyone's going to care about it or not.
Asking for money.
You guys seemed very interested in what it was.
Call everybody else
So
greedy.
hopefully people will show up.
But you
and
talk about
support
money more than
the
everybody
streams
else.
today. The many ways you can do that, for example, liking the stream for engagement is great. A membership that's legit or a gifted membership that's legit, that helps the channel. A super chat or a super sticker or a tip, all
Imagine
appreciated.
skipping a
You
begging.
guys know that I always try to hit the tier 1 tips goal every stream that I do. Would be great if we could do that sooner rather than later today. And if we hit any further, levels of support, that would be great. Hat and vest rewards for higher levels of tips and the like. Okay.
Hey, yo, DSP, what the fuck is a hat reward? Can you explain? What happened to your bubble blowing?
Reminder that I am not a guy who has sponsorships or
Let's quickly explain this. DSP did I delayed? No. Deleted? No. He canceled it. Bubble blowing is dead. He used to do a bubble blow. Like, hold on. You think I can find one? Like, he used to actually blow bubbles, dude. For 100 likes. He actually blew bubbles. It was great. It was everybody's favorite thing. But then he just didn't want to do it that much anymore. And he would hit 100 likes and not do it. And he would hit 100 likes and not do it. He would hit 200 likes and not do it. Recently, he talked about it. He made it fully negative, fully completely about trolls. Only trolls like it. People distract him by asking for it. It made his office sticky. He came up with 15 excuses. So he's just not going to do it anymore. After spending 5 years bragging about how he don't ask for likes. Again, part of his marketing campaign, bro, part of the way he promoted himself on stream every day was that he didn't ask for likes. You can go way back to 2014. And he was heavy in it. During 2015, he was heavy in that shit. I don't fucking beg for likes on my stream. And like those other fucking streamers. If people like the stream, they'll just like it. Which is like, kinda you asking for likes. It's like, I'm not asking for likes like those other streamers. Well, you're pointing it out. You're bringing it up. Which, of course, people like the stream when he would say that. But he did that for years. And then one day he was like, if I get 100 likes, I'll blow bubbles. And then he became the bubble blowing man. Some people even paid him to blow bubbles. One dude showed up to his stream and super chatted him and gifted him members during Elden Ring. And he blew bubbles for money. He blew bubbles for money. This dude's the GOAT. Who else blew bubbles for money on the internet? Probably like some actual OnlyFans girl and DSP. He's the fucking GOAT.
There's no paid product placements here.
I need to blow
No paid
bubbles for money.
promotions, no referral codes anywhere. I'm not sitting here saying, hey, buy this seltzer, buy this lighting rig behind me, buy this piece of Mega Man art. I'm not like that.
I'm not doing any of that. I'm just asking for your money directly. I'm just asking for you to buy a super chat. I'm just asking you to buy a membership. Like Glass House?
Promotions, no referral codes anywhere. I'm not sitting here saying placements here. No paid promotions, no referral codes.
He used to have all of these,
anywhere.
by the way.
I'm not sitting
He
here
lost them
saying,
due to
hey,
his
buy this
awful
seltzer,
decisions.
buy this lighting rig behind me, buy this piece of Mega Man art. I'm not like that. I'm just making content that my audience enjoys, and I'm happy.
That why
to be
you
able
ask
to
for
do
money
that
so much?
and not have to become a shill for you.
Oh.
But in order for me to not shill, I need.
In order for me to not shill, I have to ask you for money directly. And this is the segment dedicated to that. But I am not a shill because I've classified a shill as being everything that I am not. And what I am is its own thing. And when I change what I am, I'm going to change what a shill is and make sure I'm not a shill because I constantly change the definition.
support, so please
I
continue
hate
to
it.
do so. For 15 years you have.
What an
supported
honest
my efforts
bastard.
To be an independent content creator on the internet. I am very appreciative of that. And I hope that you guys will continue to do so. All right? All right.
Fucking
Guys,
PBS
it's time for
ass
us
stream.
to get to the main event, what everyone wants to hear
The
about.
main event in
So,
the beginning of the stream.
I need to really do this, I need to recap because now it's been a while
didn't
since
need
we
to
talked about
recap.
it. So here's the deal. All
He
right?
wanted to recap to milk people attention.
Basically, Not that it
Actual
leaked,
attention
but
whore.
basically it made the rounds on the internet, and then eventually I addressed it about a week or two ago. That
Even he
I
pointed out it was only a week or two ago. It wasn't a week ago.
am working with a documentarian
Oh,
by the
come
name
on,
of
bro.
Mike Klum on making a
Don't
documentary
make me
about
look up when that
myself
shit was
here on
originally
YouTube.
announced a week or two
Now,
ago.
Mike had previously made one documentary about Boogie, and that released back in October.
It was at least
okay?
two. Saying
And
a week is
There's
completely
mixed feelings about that
disingenuous.
documentary, all right? A lot of people seem to be of the impression that the documentary is incredibly great quality, but also that the documentary makes Boogie look terrible. And
Oh,
why
man.
did Boogie
This
even
part gonna
participate in
last
it
a while.
if the whole point is the documentary, didn't make him look good at all?
Was it a
just
week
made
and a
him
half
look
ago?
bad. And the thing is, I had not seen the documentary, and I'll tell you, I've seen it, and I agree with everybody that I just think that the documentary is a sad telling of Boogie's life, and what can I say? Maybe he's just that type of person, right? And that's what he wanted to be portrayed on.
Okay. Big documentary announcement was January 1st. It was actually January 1st. So yeah. January 1st, bro. Thanks for saying that was a fucking week ago. A week or two ago. Again, just so strangely disingenuous. It was actually January 1st. And the pig nose is making me fucking search. Because I'm like, wait, a week or two ago, you tweaking. And it was half a month ago. Anyway, whatever. Something else I want to point out that I noticed here. Hopefully you don't mind all the extreme scrolling I'm doing on video. Ah, man. Oh, yeah. Remember how much he talked about the member bombs being annoying and shit? I'm trying to prove a point here. Maybe I can find it.
50
Look how excited he
content all
was
week.
when he's
I
happy.
rebranded my own channel.
When
my
he
old
thought they were
channel.
worth $3.99.
Holy moly. Seriously? I just got gifted 50 memberships. 50 memberships just got gifted to the channel. I'm getting tons of feedback on it, so I want to share that with you.
By the way, if you want to gift 50 gift subs to me, make sure to go to twitch.tv/Shaman_Tevin and give subs today.
Just got gifted
I'm streaming
50
right now.
in my own channel,
Literally
my
right
old
now.
channel. Holy moly.
Then, okay, I wanted to rewind to show you how we just got derailed completely.
I rebranded my own channel, my old channel.
Look
Holy
at him.
moly. Seriously.
You don't even care anymore.
Who just got, I think we just got gifted 100 memberships.
100.
Another 50 memberships?
150.
This right here will be popping up for the rest of the podcast. It's not going to go away.
Do I need to rewind? I'm not going to rewind. You rewind. You rewind to the part of this pre-stream from today where DSP announced the cancellation of the documentary. Rewind to that part where he's bitching about the member pop-ups and how obtrusive they are and how annoying they are and how he didn't like them or whatever the fuck. But listen to him. When he thought they were worth $4, he's like, "There's nothing I can do about it. It's just going to be there."
Memberships?
What about it being
Is
in the way?
that for real? This is insane.
What about it being in the way?
This right here will be popping up for the rest of the podcast. It's not going to go away.
It's not going to
That's
go
gonna
away.
pop up for
We
every
love
single
that
person.
pop-up.
So right now we have 150 gifted memberships. Another 50 memberships? Are you crazy? This person's insane.
Yeah, they were.
Thank you, whoever Nikita is.
Nikita.
Wow, I think another 50 gifted memberships. Holy shit.
He was
Well,
about to
that's
cry.
insane. So
I wish he did.
200. If that's the
I
case
wish
and
he
they all
did.
go through, which they might or might not, because with YouTube sometimes it's finicky.
This is
When you
weird.
gift that many, hopefully everyone.
Just like I say, he has to fucking be broke. And when he's in the middle of making what he think is hundreds of dollars, like out of nowhere, like genuine 0 to more than 100, he's got to plant that little seed, plant that little nugget of truth deep in the dirt. What if I don't get all this money?
Well, that's insane. So if 200, if that's the case and they all go through, which they might or might not.
They
because
might not
YouTube
all
sometimes
go
it's
through.
Finicky. When you gift that many, hopefully everyone gets them.
This dude's so fucking suspicious, man.
That would be the most memberships we've had in multiple years. I think the most memberships we ever had on this channel was around 1,000.
He don't even care about this, by the way. Not anymore. Because the membership's now worth $4. He don't even care about how many he got, because he got way more than his highest number, but he don't even care anymore.
Internet. I wouldn't know because I'm not Boogie. You know, I don't
Really
I don't
loves
know
his
what
community.
the thought process there was.
And then one person
in
ruined
the
it.
making of that documentary.
I don't know if he
okay?
loved him.
But basically, you know, for me, you guys know what I go through on a daily basis. You know the massive
Victim.
amount of harassment, slander, and nonsense that happens all the time. And you also know that I literally just ignore it. I pay no attention to any of the nonsense that happens outside of these streams. And when idiots try to come to the stream and troll, we just handle it. We move on maturely, and we just move on with our day.
What's up with this weed?
I don't let it affect me or derail me or stop me. Right? I love what I do.
I'm pretty sure he pointed out something that stopped his members total being on screen.
So many negative influences all over the internet stop me from.
Bro, he's a negative influence.
I just refuse. Okay. And
drinking streams?
Maybe to some extent, that's one
Alcoholic?
of the major reasons.
Drinking streams?
Why
what a
I
man.
get so much negativity.
Anyway,
people can't stand that. They can't stand that someone survives against all odds. That someone is still, a hair in my mouth, successful despite all the efforts of so many people who, for some very weird, confusing reason, want to hurt me, right? So, it is what it is. And the thing is that over the years...
This is a person ignoring the trolls.
I have learned to basically be a more private person. I don't show you guys my private life.
Time to exaggerate what he used to do.
When I started on YouTube, everything was transparent.
No.
I was vlogging everything that I did in my house. When I went on trips.
No.
You know, I had vlogs up.
He did all of those vlogs to make money. Everybody know. Facts is facts. When he first started on YouTube, whatever the fuck that mean, he was doing vlogs because he couldn't monetize gaming videos. So he made burger eating videos. And he made walk around my apartment drunk videos. And then when he was doing traveling, guess what? And when you look up them travel vlogs, it's genuinely dozens to hundreds of videos that are less than 3 minutes long. If you look up all of DSP's traveling vlogs. He couldn't edit them together and make one big video? Why not? Because he cared about money. Because he got paid off views. And if you uploaded 100 videos that were 2 minutes long and you watched all 100, you got milked hard as fuck. As opposed to him making one video that's 70 minutes long or some shit, and you watch it once and he got one view off of you. Like, come on. Who wouldn't make 100 fucking videos instead of making one? And this dude try to act like that's because he wanted to be close to his community? If he cared about being transparent and being close to his community, why did he wait until 2017 to start talking to his stream? According to him, he didn't talk to his own stream until 2017. Huh? If he wanted to be close to his community or whatever the fuck and be transparent, why did he do the opposite? Whatever. He did the opposite because of the trolls. How could I forget?
The ads. Even when I moved out here 10 years ago, I was vlogging the whole move and everything. And then what I found is that increasingly...
But yeah, he did that shit to make money. And he wrote it all off on his taxes. Everybody know that. And he admitted to it.
As this crazy toxicity movement towards me.
He was so transparent, not telling people how much money he made, not telling people if he paid the people he worked with.
Phil's a bad gamer
so transparent.
Or Phil's videos aren't that
so
good
transparent.
Became,
you seen guys to play games and not
admitting
admitting to it until a decade
Phil,
later.
Let's do what we can.
So
to
transparent.
ruin Phil's life. And so a lot of those private things.
Listen to this dude talking to fucking third person.
Phil's a bad person. We want to
he's like the Rock.
hurt Phil. Let's do what we can to ruin Phil's life. And so a lot of those private
I wonder why he talked that way.
That I put out there in my vlogging ended up being used as toxic, insulting, or even dangerous things against myself and my family. I always tell the story. All right, that basically one day I was doing a vlog in my kitchen.
I like how he pointed it out. I always tell this story. You don't see a problem with that? That you always tell this story?
I can't remember what it was. It could have been like a DSP tries it, which I used to do all the time, where I would try products, eat food, and rate it. And I had a statement sitting on my countertop by accident. It shouldn't have been there, but I left it there for the filming. I didn't realize it.
No, you realized it.
Frames, it panned into the camera, right?
Not the same video, but it might be the same video. It was one old DSP video where he was just aiming his camera all around, and it was an envelope, just like he's saying a statement. It was an envelope with his name and address on it, and he aimed the camera at it, and he was like, "Who gives this shit?" And then he just kept going. Could easily be him talking about that video.
People are so crazy, they called the utility company, as listed on that statement. They impersonated me with very basic info, and they told the company to turn off my power. You may think that's funny, but it's not. That's
Nah, it is pretty funny.
basically a pain in the ass for everyone involved. For them, for me, they can't just flip a switch like this. It's a
They
thing to
actually
turn power
can't
off
just
and
flip
on.
a
It
switch.
costs money. It costs time. And if it turns off, what if I have no power now for a day or two, and I can't work?
They can't just flip a switch when it comes to turning your electricity off. Okay. I wonder what
That's
that
what he-
means in
It's fucked
DSP
up. This is what
reality.
people do. That's how crazy
Flip
they
a
are. Now, this is a
switch.
story from many years ago. Since then,
I bet
things
you
have
if you don't
escalated
pay
to
the
levels
bill,
you
they're
guys
gonna
don't even
figure out
wanna
how to
know
turn it
about,
off.
the level of things that have happened to harass
And then when you
myself
pay
and
it
my
again, they're
family,
gonna make
okay?
they're gonna make
So,
sure you have to
that's
go
just
through
one
more
example.
effort
So
to turn it
that's
back on.
why you
DSP
guys
will know
don't
that
see me
if he actually grew up
doing
in the
that kind of
trenches.
stuff anymore. I've made
But
this
you're
very
fucking
sharp
bitch.
division between what you see on camera
Raised
and
with a
what's
silver
my
spoon
private
in his
life
mouth.
off camera. You'll see
And he
stuff
looked
in
for
this
the people
office,
with the gold spoon
and
in
that's
their
it.
mouth and complain
I
about
don't go
him.
through my house vlogging. I don't show you what my wife and I do privately. That's none of your business, all right? And
Thank you for telling me that. I
in
already
fact,
knew.
even my wife, Kat,
My
has
wife,
stayed,
Kat.
you know, off camera for a very long time. It's only recently, in the last couple of weeks,
Why?
that she's made the active decision to come back into my content and start being on.
Why right after he announced he's doing a documentary that, I mean, he announced it January 1st, but he was already in discussions and in talks with the dude for at least a couple of months, maybe even 3 months. Cat just happened to show up after New Year's, and it got nothing to do with New Year's, and it got nothing to do with the documentary. All right, pimp, whatever you say,
Which
I
I'm very
believe you.
happy about. But even then, look how long it took to get that level of like trust and feeling that it was going to be okay to do so. And it
Let's
would be
talk about it right quick. Let's talk about how in 2018, the last time we saw Cat, DSP told us it was Tevin's fault. It's Tevin's fault. And for actually years, when people say, when's Cat coming back? He said, you know who to blame. He said, it's those people. He said the trolls need to grow up before Cat come back. Not even 6 months ago. DSP, I don't even think 3 months ago, DSP was saying the trolls need to grow up before Cat come back. And Cat's back. Are we ever going to get an apology? Is DSP ever going to say it wasn't Tevin's fault? Is Cat ever going to say, no, it actually wasn't some random guy's fault online? Are we ever going to be honest with ourselves? Fuck no. We just move forward positively. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting.
say, right? So, with that level of separation has come kind of an air of mystery. People who just make stuff up, crazy conspiracies, and everyone's always wondered, you know, what's it like in Phil's life? Because we don't see Phil's life. It's this level of mystique almost around it. And in truth, I don't think it's that interesting, but I guess a lot of people are very interested about the personal side of Dark Side Phil.
This is such a cringe DSP thing, and he do it again very, very, very rough before we end this video. I don't know how to explain it, but I won't spoil it either. But he says some ridiculous shit that nobody would say. Nobody would say it. Even if they thinking no one would admit to it. He say it, and then he's downplay it. Right after he downplay it. It's like, why you brought it up? Well, some people think that I am like one of the hardest working YouTubers, which I think is ridiculous, by the way. But some people think that. Like that type of shit.
Okay, interest level.
Like,
you know,
you just
what's
telling
it
us what
like
you think, you
in
weirdo.
Phil's life, because we don't see Phil's life. It's this level.
Still
of,
talking about
of
himself in the
mystique
third
almost
person.
around
So
in
much.
Phil's life. In truth, I don't think it's that. It's level of mystique almost
This
around
part.
it. And in truth, I don't think it's that interesting. But I guess a lot of people are very interested about the personal side of Dark Side Phil. Okay?
Ugh.
So
Yuck.
basically,
I
for a
puke
few
on video. I
months
can't
now,
upload
This isn't
it.
just something that happened.
This creepy
Recently,
weird
this
old
is something
man.
that's been worked on now for a few months. Is that Mike Klum and I got into discussions and everything about a documentary and what it would be. And as I've explained to you guys, all right,
It's a lot
this
of filler.
documentary is not
Apologies.
an interview. This is not just someone sitting down
And
with
he's
me
talking about it like he's still gonna do it. So remember, this is him canceling it.
getting answers to questions, and then you interpret it as you want. This is supposed to be my life story. This is covering, you know, me growing up as a kid, what it was like for me in school, and then growing up becoming a gamer, and then getting into competitive Street Fighter and what that was like, and having people from along my life involved in this project. You know, people who positively like me and know me and can talk about my history and past because they were there.
He was gonna
Okay?
interview the
It
nuns.
is literally a biography. It's
The
a
hot
documentary and a
nun,
biography of
blonde
me,
with double D's.
okay?
It was gonna be
Now,
like
this
Bayonetta
isn't just
getting
gonna be
interviewed.
positive stuff because
But
no
I
one
die.
wants to just watch a video that's just going to kiss my ass
He was
for an
going
hour
to
straight.
interview anybody.
This is also going to cover
And
all
lie.
of the stuff that's been going on in the last 15 years since I became a YouTuber, a lot of which has been toxic and negative. People were going to
Well, that's
be
pretty
featured
interesting.
in this, including some of my biggest critics on the internet.
Wait a
to get their
minute,
take
buddy.
on what it is they really don't like about me and they have a problem with me for, and stuff like that. Okay, that's just going to kiss my ass for an hour straight. This is also going to cover all of the stuff that's been going on in the last 15 years since I became a YouTuber, a lot of which has been toxic and negative.
Interesting. And nothing, DSP does nothing wrong. Big ups.
People are going to be
I wonder why
featured in
people
this,
would be
including
toxic towards a
some
guy
of
for
my
15
biggest
years that
critics
don't
on
do
the
anything
internet,
wrong.
to get their take on what it is they really don't like about me and they have a problem with me for.
Oh, yeah, the people that
and
don't
stuff
like DSP
that,
never
okay?
get their take.
So basically, it's supposed to be an even-sided documentary. Yes, there's going to be positive stuff and there's going to be negative. But for the first time ever, it'll all be together in one thing, right?
not already.
As opposed to, well, if you want to hear anything negative, watch one of these 5,000 people that just shit on me for clickbait views on YouTube, and they all benefit by doing it. But if you want to hear something positive about me, you got to come watch me on my content, because who's going to do that? When you're seeing 5,000 negative things about someone, who's going to actually bother to come check out the real content the person makes to see if any of it's true? Not many people. As testament to that, right now on stream we have 500 viewers, as opposed to if one of these toxic streamers turns on their stream just to shit on me for an hour, they probably get thousands of viewers.
Good.
Because that's idiot people on the internet. That's what they
Hopefully
like.
they get more.
You know, when you're a complete asshole and all you care about is hurting others, you enjoy negative, toxic content. You get your jollies off when someone else is hurting. Good for you. You're a really good person.
I only get my
right?
jollies
And no,
off when
you are not
DSP's
good people,
hurting.
but there's ridiculous amounts of them on this planet. It's sad.
He's a
that's
special
what's happening to
snowflake.
in
Don't he want to
society,
be that?
right?
He want to be special. He's very special. Congratulations.
So, the thing is, all the attempts.
It's never going to
that I
change,
made
buddy. I'm going to make
try
fun
to
of
get a
you
fair
as
shake
long
have
as I
never worked.
can.
You know, I had
I'll
an
see you
interview
in
with
hell.
The Quartering many years ago, and I felt the interview went fine, except when the interview.
I like how he don't bring up the other interviews he did, like the one with DJ Bunch from like actually a decade ago at this point, and the one with Jake James Lugo that was paywalled under his Patreon and not even DSP's Patreon. He did 2 other interviews, written interviews. It's no archive of them, but I remember I read one on Twitch in like 2015, and I think it was done in 2015, but I might be making that up. And I remember it was another one where he talked about his new wife cat or his new girlfriend cat. I'm getting some of these mixed up, but it's definitely 2, maybe 3, because there's one really old where he's like holding a gun, the fake gun. So I'm gonna give you 3. I'm inflating the number. It's 3 written articles about DSP that are old as fuck. Only one of them is really archived, but it's two other ones that you may not know about. What else? And you got 3 interviews that he done that he don't bring up. DJ Bunch, Jake James Lugo, and maybe another one, but I might be making that up. And then you got the Quartering one, and then the Side Scrollers one.
Everyone just gave him shit because he didn't just
Nobody ever gave him a fair shake, man.
constantly
Except the people that did.
toxic conspiracy theory questions. So
And the
everyone's like,
DJ Bunch one, that one's on my channel. I uploaded a video and gave it a bunch of timestamps. It's a re-upload. I don't talk over it. That's DSP getting interviewed a long time ago. And that dude was factually, literally a motherfucking fan. He was sucking his dick during the interview. It was very positive.
that interview sucked.
He was like
Then
his
I go
best
on
friend.
Side Scrollers, and for 5 hours, they pound me with questions. Never prepared me for the questions, by the way. Just pounded me with these questions. I answered to the best of my ability. And for 5 hours, they pound me with questions. Never prepared me for the questions, by the way. Just
What is that? Never prepared me for the questions, by the way. That would have made it disingenuous. That would have removed the validity of it or some cringe bullshit I could
pounded me with
say.
these questions.
And I'm pretty sure DSP was hyping it up like that. That I don't know the questions ahead of time. Like if you really go back and do your research, I'm pretty sure he hyped up that he won't know the questions ahead of time. But now he's actually complaining that he didn't get prepared. What's the preparation? I thought nothing was a lie. What should it be prepared for? Huh? These people are interviewing me and talking to me about my life. I need to prepare to talk about my own life? Whatever, I don't think about it too much.
I answered to the best
DSP's
of
a
my ability.
very truthful person and he would never lie to anybody. But he needed to be prepared to talk about himself. He needed to be prepared by the people talking to him, interviewing him. What the fuck? Whatever, man. Don't think about
When
it.
it became apparent that they were trying to trap me
Yeah,
into some kind
I'm
of a
already
big
derailed too
confession
much.
that wasn't going to happen because I wasn't going to
We
confess
still didn't
to
get to
something
the point
I
of
didn't
the video.
do. But this is what they were banking on, that they were going to get the scoop and they were going to get me to confess to all this stuff that I didn't do so that they would be able to break the story on the
Need to buy some
internet and
new
get
glasses
notoriety
already.
so that then their show could get big and they could make money, right?
Hey, it's
When
about
that
money.
didn't happen,
It's
instead,
always
they turned
about
it
money.
into a way to shit on me for months on end and make money
Make
off of
money.
my detractors, right? So again, whenever I try
What do you make
in
money
some
off
way
of, DSP? Pretending to be poor?
to get a fair shake,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yep.
It doesn't happen. So this documentary is the best chance I can have to get a fair shake. And because I'm, involved in it and I'm going to have a positive side to it, right? I feel like that's why it's going to be even and balanced and fair. Yes, there's going to be negative stuff there. And by the way, it's also going to be funny.
This is so weird. Again, he's talking about it like he's still gonna do it, but this is the cancellation message. So weird.
There's going to be a
Like
lot
he
of
want to
comedy
hype you
stuff
up
in there,
more.
too. Yeah, my life is
Comedy
also
stuff.
happy and positive and fun. This is not just serious.
What, are you gonna
business
tell a
film.
fart joke?
Although I'm sure there are going to be moments in there talking about private stuff about my life and things that I've been through. But there's going to be funny stuff in there too, right? Like that's the whole idea, is to make a 1 hour or so length entertaining
That shit
show
would
for
have been too
everyone on
short
the internet.
for DSP.
Right? This is supposed to be entertaining for my fans. This is supposed to be entertaining for my haters, but also for a whole new audience, for those who are neutral and have only heard about me through memes and other hearsay, to actually get a full story of who I am. This is supposed to be the way to know everything about me in one go. The positive and the negative, instead of just the negative, which is all you hear on the internet, right?
Just go and go and go.
So anyway, yeah, I've been, in talks and working with Mike Klum
Mike
for months
Klum.
on this, all right? And we've had brainstorming
Okay,
sessions. And
he just told us again. Well, that's the confirmation. Remember earlier in this video, I said that they had to been talking 2-3 months or something before he announced it on January 1st. So let's say they were talking about this from the beginning of October.
we've actually
No,
met
beginning of
and
November.
talked about this stuff.
October might
and
be too far
basically
away, but it's
now,
probably 3 months.
We're in
Let's be real.
the stage.
It's probably
where
closer to
and
3 than it
brainstorming
is to 2.
sessions, and we've for months on this, all right? And we've had in talks and working with Mike Klum for months.
Oh, he doesn't even say a number.
In talks and working
Taking it
with
back.
Mike Klum for months on this, all right? And we've had
I'll say
brainstorming
2.5
sessions,
months.
and we've actually met and talked about this stuff.
Then they met.
And basically now,
There you go. It
we're
was all a
in
waste.
the stage where it's time to set stuff in stone, concrete, filming schedules.
I like how
and
we
all of
drop
that.
out before we
Okay?
set stuff in stone.
So,
It wasn't
as
set
you
in stone
know,
enough.
a few weeks
Didn't
ago,
this dude,
the-
bro? I swear, if you do your research, we could make a documentary on a documentary. I swear, if you, that'll be a really good idea. Somebody that's really good at making videos and like making long DSP videos, we need to make that the DSP documentary about the documentary. And it could be all of the bullshit with him talking about the documentary and the people in the documentary talking about being in the documentary. Like the It's a Gundam segment and the Mike Klum review text segment. And then all of the people like me talking about the documentary, but not being in the documentary. Get it? It makes sense. Make that. Make that. But I'm pretty sure if you go back in time, I swear on actually nothing whatsoever besides swear, the word swear, that DSP said him and Mike had an agreement. What does an agreement mean? They could have spit in their hand and shook hands. They could have signed a piece of paper. But I'm pretty sure he did say that they had agreements in place.
stone, concrete, filming schedules and all of that. Okay?
But now we were going to get stuff concrete. We were now going to get stuff in order. But I thought it was already in order.
So, as you know, a few weeks ago, the story broke on the internet.
I thought it was a
that
week
this
and a
was
half
happening.
ago. Now it was a
Okay?
few weeks ago.
And of course, people started asking
Remember
me.
when he said a week and a half ago? And now it was a few weeks ago.
And a
Yeah,
few
it was
weeks ago, I
January
told you
1st.
guys
Like, bro,
publicly
just
about
say
it.
January 1st.
And the feedback that I got
What the-
was, let me just put it this way, fearful. Okay? That's the feedback I got. Fear.
What a word to project on the people who just watch you play games on the internet. This is the most clingy streamer on the internet. This might be the clingiest man style individual in the world. Genuinely, like Guinness Book shit. Because he asks for so much feedback, help, advice for life, for video games. He need money. And then you can't just give him like $500 in the beginning of the stream, because then he's going to say the rest of the stream was slow. And then he's going to say, well, because I got that big lump of support in the beginning of the stream, the rest of the stream was slow. He's so fucking clingy and needy, dude. Holy shit. It's a lot to make fun of, though.
Publicly about it. And the feedback that I got was, let me just put it this way, fearful. Okay? That's the feedback I got. Fear. Right? It wasn't,
fearful.
Whoa, this is great news. It wasn't, oh, this is interesting. It was, well, I'm afraid now.
Afraid?
Why was the feedback that I got fearful from my audience? Because keep in mind, I get feedback from my audience. I'm absolutely sure.
Again, you can go back in time and watch the pre-stream when he announced it and watch the pre-stream after he announced it. He basically told these people that they were wrong and that they shouldn't worry and that it was going to be great and that Mike Klum is a professional and that they have agreements in place. Again, you can make a documentary on a documentary. I wonder why, I wonder if, how much was this really confirmed? Because remember, according to the Mike Klum man, he met Cat. So Cat knew this was a thing. But then when Cat was next to him on the stream, he was like, we're not going to talk about the documentary. I guess that's enough confirmation. Cat didn't say what documentary.
That
so she didn't know about it.
Circles, they were dancing for joy because they're hoping to get any little piece.
Remember this part. For when DSP shit on that dude for caring about what the trolls think.
Feedback from my audience. I'm absolutely sure that in the hater detractor circles, they were dancing for joy because they're hoping to get any little piece of information about my life that they can then use for something new for them. Keep in mind that the moment that anything...
Isn't the point of the documentary to give people new information about yourself? We're just supposed to have the new information for fun? Like, what would it be for?
Involving me, they
Why
get
should
content,
anybody know anything?
and they make money on it.
Oh, money
so
again.
It's like a field day for them. If Phil's really doing a documentary,
he bring up money a lot to say he don't care about money.
About this documentary is going to become content.
And he
for
don't
them.
care about other people making money.
So this is great because they don't have to work anymore. They're just going to sit back and they're just going to relax and they're going to enjoy and they're going to revel in it and they're going to get every moment of it, right? And they're hoping ultimately that when this documentary comes out, it's
a lot
going
of
to
filler.
end up being bad for me.
A lot of nothing
just like
being
the
said.
documentary for Boogie. Because, ladies and gentlemen, as much as Boogie probably doesn't want to
The
admit
Boogie
it,
deflection.
that documentary hurt him way more than it helped him. It made him look worse, and more people actually make fun of him now than before, which I'm sure was not the intention. I mean, this is why the guys on the Wall podcast, this is why the guy is exposing himself on Twitch to try to get attention, because he's desperate, okay? That's not good. And certainly that's not the situation that I want to put myself into with this documentary at all. It's the opposite. I'm trying to give myself positive exposure, not negative exposure, and making people feel bad or sorry or think I'm pathetic. It's
they
the
will
opposite.
anyway.
So I'm a positive guy and I persevere through all this stuff that people throw at me. It's a completely different story than Boogie's, right? But the truth here is that people are right. The one piece of stuff out there that Mike Klum has done that everyone knows was basically a negative piece about Boogie and made him look bad. So my viewers are like, well, how is that going to help you? If the one example you have of what this guy's done actually kind of hurt Boogie, right, made him look worse, then why on earth would you trust this guy to make a documentary?
We only do documentaries to look good?
This is not that kind of a documentary. It's very different, all right?
Oh, it's one made to make me look good.
That's why I'm into it and all of that. It's not. I would not be doing a documentary.
Again, this is the cancellation video.
Dark Side Phil.
It's so weird.
My life is not sad, okay?
Nah, it's pretty sad.
Now also, I know for a fact that many of you, in fact, a lot of you, all right, are afraid of drama and problems because here's the deal. And this is what I know today.
This is pretty weird.
And this is what I've learned over time and experience.
Look at what he
as a
put his
41-year-old adult.
Look at the position he put his viewers in. It's so fucking weird, dude. Nobody else is doing this online.
I'm well aware that my actions directly affect not just me, but the people around me, my family and my viewers, are directly affected by the decisions that I make in my life. And I feel that sadly there's a lot of times in the last 10 to 15 years that I've been a YouTuber that I was not self-aware enough to know that. And therefore I would say and do things that then would end up negatively affecting everyone around me.
Like what?
In a very negative way.
Like what?
Right?
Like what?
And that's my fault.
Oh.
And I publicly apologize to any of
For
you
what?
out there who may have been put through drama and nonsense because of me. You know, perfect example here, that Side Scrollers podcast.
That's not a
I had
perfect
already
example.
made the decision to
A
not.
perfect example is when OIC was doxing people in his audience, and he yelled at them for doing it too. It's out there. The footage out there. He was like, "Ooh, what the fuck are people talking about?" Perfect example is when the, I don't even want to talk about this stuff in full. It's so specific and extremely negative. But it was this one situation type deal when this guy, this Viking that maybe was in a wig, was being he was getting a lot of arguments with people online. And some of those people online ended up making this a problem for DSP. And they said, DSP, you need to disown this guy because he is fucking crazy and a lunatic. And if you do not, we will troll you more than you currently get trolled. And it was some really weird pre-streams. DSP, of course, didn't disown him because he got a lot of money from him. And eventually he didn't get a lot of money from him anymore. I've already derailed that much. I've already derailed too much. We're deleting
I
that part from the
decided
video.
against it. Originally, the idea was I wanted an interview, but then things were going good. And I said, I don't want an interview. I don't need it. Things are going fine.
I need an interview
But then
only because things are going bad.
I had decided against it. Originally, the idea was I wanted an interview, but then things were going good. And I said, I don't want an interview. I don't need it. Things are going fine.
I don't remember that part.
And then all of a sudden, the Side Scrollers contact me to be on their show.
I don't remember
and I said, yeah, I'll
DSP
just be a
saying,
guest
I'm
on your
fine,
show.
I
And
don't
then they
need an
decided they
interview.
want to turn it into an interview, which wasn't the idea and wasn't my intention. But here I am trusting a guy who I've worked with over the years multiple times and never screwed me over. And then
Describe how you worked
basically
with him.
decides this is his big opportunity to get over on someone and make a lot of money. And
He
get a lot
didn't
of
really
attention
work
for
with him.
himself.
Like,
He's a
what's
greedy
working
asshole,
with him?
right?
I don't know.
So
Anyway,
I got
we'll move
screwed
it
in
on.
that situation, and what happened
It's a lot of
was
filler.
you guys were negatively affected. My wife was negatively affected. My family was negatively affected.
How?
It wasn't just me.
How?
And that's not good.
Oh.
This is not just about me. This is about everyone involved, okay? And I apologize for that. And so, you know, it's a big step to do a documentary, all right, where a lot of stuff that probably a lot of people don't know, or maybe just a lot of stuff people have forgotten because I don't talk about it anymore, is going to come to light.
This is
And
really
there's going to
funny.
be a lot of stuff in one talk about that probably a lot of people don't
Long
know.
story short, he's scared of people remembering the time he pretended to be a Nazi, for instance, and highlighting it and pointing out this is bad because that might make even more people shit on him. He know he's so trash that even if he get this documentary, just like he said, Boogie had more people making fun of him after the documentary. You think DSP wouldn't get that? You think DSP wouldn't have that problem? He would definitely have that problem. It'll be way worse. You out of your mind.
Light. And there's going to be a lot of stuff in one focused
All the
area
people that make fun of this dude will
of
go up
concentration
tenfold
about me,
the day after
right?
that documentary.
Likely it's going to dredge
They'll
up
be
a lot of old
reveling
shit
in
that
it.
no one cares about anymore, but some people will be hearing about it for the first time. Likely one focused area of concentration
Look at
about
him.
me.
Bro,
right?
he's actually sweating. Come on. It's January
Lot of stuff.
20th and he's streaming with his window open. This dude red as shit and looking wet. He
In
looking
one
moist.
focused area
Look at the white.
concentration about me, right? Likely it's going to dredge up a lot of old shit that no one cares about anymore, but
No
some
one
people will
cares
be hearing
about
about
it.
it for the first time. So now people will care again, even though it doesn't matter, you know? Basically, I've done a lot of work to improve myself over the last 6-7 years that I became a full-time streamer. I've dropped a lot of
It's weird that he's saying this because he's purposely re-uploading his old self that he's pretending that he wants to hide when he's canceling a documentary. Like I talked about it in this video, the DSP throwback channel. He uploading himself saying stuff that he don't say at all anymore. Not in the video.
monikers
And if he did, he would probably delete the video, like genuinely.
and things I used to do, because I feel like in the modern day they're toxic and not positive enough.
So he's pointing it out the same way the documentary will point it out. But he pointed it out to his tiny ass audience that isn't gonna get any bigger. And he don't want it to get bigger. He want to milk the same fucking people and pretend that he want new people to come around. But in reality, it's those same motherfuckers getting milked and changing their name.
Right? Likely it's going to dredge
And then
up
they
a lot
come
of
back.
old shit that no one cares about
The
anymore, but some people will be
Timbos
hearing
of
about
the
it for
world.
the first time. So now people will care again, even though it doesn't matter, you know? Basically, I've done a lot of work to improve myself over the last 6-7 years that I became a
still
full-time
have,
streamer.
fella.
I've dropped
Hopefully
a
you
lot of
enjoying it.
personas and monikers and things I used to do, because I feel like in the modern day they're toxic and not positive enough of something that I want to portray to the internet.
I'm talking about
being
the
that
king
I
of
am a
hate.
content creator, and to some people, yes, I know how crazy this sounds, but to
Remember, I pointed out something like this earlier when he was talking about. I forgot.
some people,
I'm not
being
gonna
that I
sit
am
on
a
it.
content creator, and to some people, yes, I know how crazy this sounds, but to some people, I actually am sort of a role model.
But yeah, you name some insane shit, disagree with it, but then project it on other people. I know this sounds crazy, but to some people, I am a role model. A role model for what? Not existing? Not existing? It's like, bro, you a role model for what? Not killing yourself?
And so I don't want to portray myself.
What's DSP a role model for? For never giving up, never backing down? You're not Nick A30 and you're not John Cena. You're not even good at Fortnite, bro.
I've dropped a lot of personas and monikers
Persona.
and things I used to do, because I feel like in
A
the modern
lot.
day they're toxic.
He
and
can't
not
even name one. They
positive
don't even
enough
have
of
names.
something that I want to portray to the internet, being that
All
I
he
am
got is king of hate. What are his personas and monikers? Multiple, plural, more than one. You even got two? They even have a name?
a content creator, and to
He's
some
a
people,
clown.
yes, I know how crazy this sounds, but to some people,
He was one of the most honest people on the internet, according to him. He was never a comedian, a cosplayer, an actor, an entertainer, but he had monikers and personas he was playing.
actually am sort of a role model. And so I
And
don't
he's a
want to
role
portray
model.
myself in that way
Why?
to those people who are looking up to me, right?
Why would
So
anybody
I've
look
done
up to
my
you? Can you
best
tell me?
to change for the better,
Oh.
but a documentary is going to dredge up those old things and have them be exposed again to an audience who might feel like they're fresh again, right? So, with all this going on, all right, there has been work going on behind the scenes on the documentary. All right, there has been. And like I said, now is the time that we're hashing out concretely things like filming schedule, how much work is going to go into it, what it's going to entail. To
He's
do this.
going in
There's gonna be filming
circles.
in the house. There's going to
He
be
was
filming outside of
milking
the house,
again.
other places
He
as
was
well,
probably
you know,
checking his
professional
view
studio
count
work and stuff
furiously.
like that. It's a big endeavor to put out a professional looking documentary. This is not just a throw together piece. This is not, you know, someone talking over footage of the tractor shit that they've accumulated over the last 15 years and acting like that's a documentary. It's not.
I have to bring this up again. I pointed this out on my stream. Twitch.tv/Almighty_Tevin. Make sure to Twitch Prime sub today. So, we really gonna talk down on people that make documentaries with 15 years of footage? DSP can't even edit a video with 30 seconds of footage from a playthrough he did this year. And he's really gonna sit here and hate on documentarians on YouTube because they're not going to people's house in real life. And it's like, if that takes no effort, if it takes no effort to get 15 years worth of footage and make it all comprehensible and not make it horrible, like, bro, are you kidding me? That don't take effort. It don't take effort to make one of those videos. Really. Like, actually, hundreds of hours of bullshit you have to watch. Probably at the minimum to make a documentary on DSP that cover 15 years. Like, he even say 15 years himself. Could he edit a video based on 15 years of his life? No, because that's too much effort. So how is it no effort when other people do it? This is the same dude who laugh over cutscenes and say the devs need to get a job. And he say he's hardworking. He's busting his ass.
All right, there has been. And like I said, now is the time that we're hashing out
Wild.
concretely things like filming schedule, how much work is going to go into it, what it's going to entail, to do this because there's going to be filming in the house. There's going to be filming outside of the house, other places as well, you know, professional studio work and stuff like that. It's a big endeavor to put out a professional looking documentary. This is not just a throw together piece. This is not, you know, someone talking over footage of detractor shit that they've accumulated over the last 15 years and acting like that's a documentary. It's not. It's not. It's a no effort garbage is what that is. This
15 years of footage condensed into one video with research done and commentary and an actual script is no effort. What a based fucking take, DSP guy. This dude's the GOAT. He really is.
Footage of detractor shit
Truly
that
the
they've
GOAT.
accumulated over the last 15 years and acting like that's a documentary. It's not.
You know what don't take any effort? Quitting something. And you know what DSP did? He quit this documentary.
It's not. It's a no effort garbage is what that is. This is a real documentary, okay?
Oh yeah.
So
it sure is real.
all right.
It's real, all right. It's real fucking gone.
Here's the big
real
update,
dead.
ladies and gentlemen, I have
Here you
for
go.
all of you. All right? All things considered, everything going on, all right? As of today, the documentary is canceled.
You can't make this up. Now, the first time I heard this, DSP is DSP. He's the boy who cried wolf. So I genuinely thought he was joking. When I first heard this part, I was like,
All right?
I'm going to
All things
recreate it.
considered, everything going on, all right? As of today,
Oh,
the
he's
documentary
canceling
is
it.
canceled.
Oh, nice joke.
Fact,
And then I
what's
did
going
that.
on, all right?
Legit, that's what I
I'm going
did.
to tell you why. The
Legit.
documentary is canceled.
I just thought he was joking. But apparently he wasn't, unless he's going to say, oh, I was joking. I mean, that'll be a really strange joke if he was joking after not joking twice.
As of
What an interesting segue, though, right?
just a throw together piece. This is
It's not just a throw together piece. It's not a fake documentary. Now, the announcement about the documentary, I'm canceling it. Out of touch?
someone talking
What?
over footage of detractor shit that they've accumulated over the last 15
Confused?
years and acting like that's a documentary. It's not. It's
So
not.
weird.
It's a no effort garbage is what that is. This is a real documentary. The big everything going on I have for all of you.
This is a real documentary.
right.
Listen up.
All things
This is a
considered,
real
everything
documentary.
going on, all right?
Real documentary.
As of today, the documentary is canceled.
A real documentary.
All right? And I'm going to tell you why. Because there's a few major factors involved in this decision. All right? And it was not an easy decision to make because I've been working on this for months with Mike. And we've been going back and forth about stuff. And it was a tough one. All right? But allow me to explain what's actually going on. All right? So, number one, to do a documentary like this is going to be incredibly time consuming. I'm talking weeks of work, likely away from being here and streaming with you guys,
Making
or really broken
Away from making
schedules
money.
and messed up stuff, right? So, for example, entire days of filming that I'm not streaming at all, a day where my schedule's way off and I'm doing kind of a half stream and I'm running
Tomatoes
around.
in
We're
the
talking
chat.
days I probably wouldn't even see my wife because I'd be so busy.
Don't y'all
right?
live together?
And
Wouldn't you
again,
see her
not
when
just
you come
filming
home
here,
eventually? What
but
the
also
fuck,
filming,
dude?
I'm having to travel and go around to do this filming.
Oh,
and stuff
yeah,
like
travel.
That. So
It's
just
gonna
that
be like
number
Rey
one, that's a big
Mysterio.
endeavor. And by the way, that's not the reason why I'm coming to this decision, but it's a factor in it. Okay. But basically, there's so many other factors going on. Some of these you guys know, and some of you don't. Like for example, I've got personal stuff going on behind the scenes in my life that none of you have any idea about. All right, you just don't, because I don't share a lot of my personal stuff with you guys.
You say this like, bro, actually, every single person in the world have personal stuff going on that somebody don't know about. What is this nothing statement? I have personal stuff going on that none of you know about. Okay, welcome to real
You
life.
guys know, and some of you don't. Like for example, I've got personal stuff.
What is
going on behind the
personal
scenes in my
stuff?
life
It
that
could be
none of you have any
anything.
idea about. All right, you just don't, because I
What
don't
a
share
fucking cringe
a lot of
lord.
my personal stuff with you guys. As you know, over the last year, there's been a few days where I told you guys things are going on. I'm not in the right mindset, or I'm not feeling well because of stuff, and that stuff's on.
Those e-girl streams. I can't believe this dude do this weird shit. He didn't used to do that. He legit boot up his stream and say, guys, I'm in a really bad place right now. If I like lash out at someone, it's because of stuff going on, and I'm not gonna talk to you about it. I'm not gonna tell you about it, but there's some stuff going on behind the scenes. Like he
Nope.
actually do this.
So already, I'm kind of already at a
People
limit
look
of
up to
kinda
him though. People look up to this dude. According to him, people look up to him. They must be crazy. They must look up to him because they're short. They must be sitting down.
It's a big endeavor. And by the way, that's not the reason why I'm coming to this decision, but it's a factor in it.
You must be
okay?
sitting down if you look up to DSP. Real talk.
But basically, there's so many other
I'd
factors
rather look
going
up
on.
to a
Some of these you
fucking
guys know
casket,
and some
bro.
of you don't. Like, for
What the
example,
fuck?
I've got personal stuff
That's
going on
crazy.
behind the scenes in my life that none of you have any idea about.
That's
All right? You
crazy.
just don't, because I don't share a lot of my personal stuff with you guys. As you know, over the last year, there's been a few days where I told you guys things are going on. I'm not in the right mindset, or I'm not feeling well because of stuff, and that stuff's ongoing. So already, I'm kind of already at a limit of kind of stress in my life right now with that
He's
stuff
been
going
doing
on.
that for like a decade, by the way.
And that really sucks.
Is one stream he did legit? It was a Thanksgiving stream. Well, he said he had a chronic health issue, but he wasn't going to talk about it. That was like 7, 8 years ago at this point, maybe even closer to 10. And he never told us what the chronic health issue was. And I mean, that could be a lot of stuff, man. I thought he already got a fucked up back. Post-nasal drip.
And
These could be considered
let me
chronic
also
health
put it this
issues,
way,
depending on who you talk about, more than likely.
in order for this documentary to work,
He was talking about a
It
new
would need to be
fucking strain he
even-sided,
got. Chronic health issue.
so you need to have an equal level of good and bad, balanced. What's happened is, since the word of the documentary hit the internet, there's 98% of the interest is the toxic negative.
I consider this him blaming the trolls for it not happening. It's the trolls' fault and him being unsure of himself. Like, again, he sucked so much. He know that he's so fucking trash that if new people show up to his stream because of the documentary, they're going to end up hating on him too. He's just going to increase the amount of people that hate him. Just like he accused Boogie of doing, he's going to be just as bad. Because people are going to say, well, let me give this guy a chance. And they're going to eventually figure out that he shit on everybody that could exist, bro. He shit on people that could represent any walk of life. He shit on people that make any kind of content. He shit on people that have kids. He shit on people in the military. He shit on people that are in authority positions. He shit on people that follow this side of politics. He shit on people that follow that side of politics. He shit on people that believed in COVID being horrible. I don't know if I should say that in the video. They're going to put the disclaimer. He shit on people that didn't believe in COVID. He's fucking shit on people that died because of it. Remember when the first person died, allegedly, in the United States, the first person in Washington State, when they died of it, DSP said, big whoop. He basically told us people die every day, bro. That's basically what he told us. Dead ass. Dead ass.
Everyone who hates me wants to be a part of this thing or have input in it so they can slam me and make me look terrible, just like they
Equal
do on a daily
opportunity
basis for
jokester.
personal gain on
Guess what? Equal opportunity jokester. Everybody equally hates you.
YouTube, right? So that's
You
where
dug
the
your grave,
interest lies.
man.
My viewers and my fans and those who actually like me have reached out to me over the last several weeks, and some of you, I want to appreciate.
I like him
everyone
saying those who actually like me. 41. He brag about how old he is to make himself sound mature. But find a 41-year-old that act this way. Find a 41-year-old that talk this way. You're going to be finding DSP.
you who reached out to me and gave me your true feelings.
I can't wait for him to celebrate his birthday for a week. Something he didn't do until he started making money, by the way. Until he became an interactive streamer, he didn't really even celebrate his birthday with his audience. Why you decided to celebrate your birthday with your audience when you can make money off it? And now we celebrate it for a week, even though we're 41, and we brag about being 41. Maybe when he's 42, he won't celebrate his birthday for a week. Maybe.
All right. I had people who I haven't heard from in
And even if he don't celebrate it for a week, he's going to talk about it for a month. He treat his birthday like a game release.
years reach out to me and say, don't do this documentary. That basically, this is not going to work. That it's just going to end up being a field day for people to bring up old shit that I've grown out of, but act like it just happened, right? And there's other people also who basically are like, you know, I'd like to be a part of this. Like, I'd like to support you as a fan, but how could we viably do that? And I mean, you're talking about, like, for example, let's say we wanted to have a fan of mine be a part of this documentary. Well, you don't want to give up their identity because trolls actually harass my fans if they can. They've doxed them. They've messed with their personal lives.
We're not going to talk about this again. But something that's funny, very ironic, if you will, to bring up. When Kat came back and they were talking, something that Kat brought up, because DSP made her bring it up, to be honest, but something they both brought up is that trolls are scared to show their face because they like don't have any balls. They're ugly. I don't know what the fucking point was. And it's like, what's this?
So what are we going to do?
What's
Like, actually
this?
We wanted to have a fan of mine be a part of this
What's
documentary.
this?
Well, you don't want to give up their identity because trolls actually harass my fans if they can. They've doxed them. They've messed with their personal lives. So what are we
What
going to
if
do?
I
Like,
consider
create
a
an identity
huge
protection
DSP
situation
dick
where we have
sucker
to
a
black their
troll?
face out and
They might be
change
my
them
troll. What if
and film
Derek's
them
the
in a
Tevin
dark
troll?
room, and just to have a fan of mine
What if I
talk
don't want
positively
Derek to
about
come
me?
after me? I don't
Right?
want him to come
Like,
after
how
me.
crazy is that?
How
when you really
crazy
think
is
about
that,
it?
right?
And
Think about
you
it.
know, I want to say thank you because again, there were a few people who I was working with to basically be kind of those people, and I appreciate that a couple people did step up and said they actually would do it. But do I really want to put people through that? Because again, what you guys got to understand here is this is not just about me anymore. If I were younger, if this were me back in Connecticut, in my condo in Connecticut, and the documentary was being made about me, it's just about me. Who cares, right? But now I'm older, I'm more mature, and I realize that this affects everyone, not just me. So my concern here is listening to all of your feedback. Here's the feedback that generally I've gotten from you guys in the last 2 weeks.
That he ignored.
Since basically this was announced.
That he ignored.
Since the Side Scrollers interview, so much drama happened. You know, first there was the fallout from that interview, and literally 3 or 4 months where those guys ragged on me, did constant streams about me, Stuttering Craig wanted to come on my content. You know, bullshit. All nonsense just to make money. And then finally they shut the fuck up. But then Keemstar interjected himself because he now wanted to get popularity with this lolcow podcast bullshit, and then he persisted for months and months with that. And then finally now, we're at a time and a level where the air is clearing, and things are calm. And there's nothing really going on in the drama sphere at all, and people are actually just enjoying coming by and being a part of my content and not having to hear about this nonsense and that nonsense and this nonsense and that nonsense. Now, here's the thing. There's always going to be some nonsense. Right now with these trolls and the stupid false gifted memberships and all that, there will always be a level of that. But the thing is, there's some things you can ignore, and there's some things you can't really ignore or can't control. The whole nonsense with the fake memberships is easily controllable. You ignore it, you ban the person, you move on. But if you've got every person on the internet talking again about me in a negative drama way, it's going to affect everyone.
But I thought the documentary was going to be a mixed bag. It was going to be positive and negative.
I'm really stressed out.
Look how scared
already.
he is.
I'm also incredibly busy. You know, not only am I running DSP Gaming, but now I got this new project with DSP Throwback that was already in the works.
Promotion.
Right? And now that's hitting full swing with its first stream and everything. And I got to be focusing somewhat on that.
Quick
I'm
promo.
still maintaining the React show every week, once a week, and I'm trying to find new content for that. In fact, we need to start talking about the Super Bowl event tomorrow.
Quick promo.
And then on top of all of that, my wife has finally made the decision to come back into my content. And Kat now has been here on 2 streams, which have been awesome. And now we're trying to plan out the content where she can do co-op gameplay and commentary with me. And that's a lot of work, too, to figure that all out.
The dude in his chest said, Tevin,
So,
why you do this?
It's kind of like
Tevin's fault.
We got all this stuff going on already. And now it's like, oh, yeah, by the way, now we got to plan to have all this time away from work so I could film and I could do this and I got to travel to do this and that. And then on top of all of that, just so you guys know, there is one other factor that just happened this week. And I'm not going to tell you guys about it right now. Maybe eventually I would bring it up, but I'm not going to right now.
He's so gross.
But there was another huge determining factor that just happened. And that was basically the
what a businessman. It was a huge determining factor that happened, and it broke the straw on the camel's back. What's this Dr. Seuss ass bullshit, bro? What? 41-year-old adult? Actually speaking in riddles? Take him serious, by the way?
that broke the camel's back, as they say.
As they say.
I was like, I just can't do this. All right? So,
that could be
just
anything.
to make this official,
so fucking dumb.
All right? It is canceled.
Good.
It's not, oh, it's delayed or whatever. The documentary is canceled. All right? Now, I'm not saying...
Remember, it's not delayed. It's canceled.
That I wouldn't do something like this again. Or
I'm not saying I'll never do a documentary, but the documentary is canceled and it's not delayed. What's Project 7?
Consider doing it again in the future. I'm saying right now, this is not the time, the climate, or the level of stress to really be taking on a project like this. Okay? It's not. Definitely things could change, maybe, right? In the future, perhaps. If things get better, if, you know, if the stress level lowers, if my time frees up a little bit more, right? But basically, I'm in a situation. Here's the truth of the matter here. Is that
Was
this
that
is
a lie
gamble.
before?
Think of it this way. Let's say that I did this documentary, right? And it went really well. All of a sudden, there's a fair balanced way to look at me, and all of a sudden a bunch of new people are exposed to my content and they come over to the channel.
This is so delusional because he think if the video is fair, then that means people will like him. And if it's not fair, people will show up that don't like him. There's no such thing as being fair and people don't like him, even though the video fair. You get what I mean? It's got to either be fair or negative. It's not positive. It's fair and it's negative. You get what I mean? It's two sides, positive. I mean, two sides, negative and fair.
And our community grows, and it's better for the business.
I make more
and for
money. I
everything.
make
That
more
could
money. I
happen,
make more money.
right?
The
It could.
community grows.
But the thing is, it could. It's not a guarantee. It could very well go the other way. It could go the other way that I do this documentary, and again, some of these old things about my past that are not me anymore, but you're talking about, you know, things from my Street Fighter days, things from my early days of YouTube, shit that doesn't apply to me in 2024, but things that people are only just hearing about for the very first time. And now they become an emphasis for certain people. And now people, oh, that's that guy who did that 20 years ago, right? Or this or that. And that could be really bad for us all, right? It could put us in a worse light as a community. Not just me, but it could put us in a worse light as a community together. And that is a risk that right now I'm not willing to take. That my sins of the past are somehow going to rub off on us in 2024 and make us all be treated like dirt, right?
Yeah, DSP. Your viewers are going to be treated like dirt because you pretended to be a Nazi in 2010. Your viewers are going to be treated like dirt because you said that some actual random game developers should kill themselves because you were bad at a wrestling game. These are things that happen, by the way. His viewers are going to be, what again? What's the word?
Rub off on us in 2024 and make us all be treated like dirt.
Treated like dirt. His viewers are going to be treated like dirt because he said it was Tevin's fault in 2018. But Cat came back. Is it still Tevin's fault? We need to get a conclusion on that story.
This documentary, because I told you guys this when I started talking about it a couple weeks ago, I said this documentary would be the one. And what I meant about that is that this would be the one thing I do. That if I did this documentary, this would be it. I'm not going to do a second documentary in 5 more years. I'm not going to do a ton more interviews and all this shit. This is it.
A ton more
this is
interviews.
The one big project, right? That's going to encompass all of me, my history, who I am yesterday, today, how I've evolved,
He's
and
so
all of that.
fucking pretentious, man.
Right?
Like actually pretentious.
Altogether.
What the fuck?
And
how he became this weird soy
I'm
boy,
not
pretentious,
sure
creepy old man.
that we're at the point that we're ready
Such a
for that.
strange combination.
Like I've said, I'm 41 years old, but I'm not going anywhere. Unlike all these other YouTubers who all of a sudden
This part gonna get pretty bad. Prepare yourself. We're gonna do 1.25.
have
No,
decided
1.5.
together that they want to not do YouTube anymore. Oh, I can't take it anymore. The stress and all these years of doing it. I gotta quit. No, you're quitting because you're rich. You're quitting because literally you're filthy rich. You hit the algorithm right, you got lucky, then you rode the wave with your thumbnails and your clickbait titles, and you put out your content for 10 years or whatever. You got filthy rich doing it the way everyone does it, and now you're quitting because you don't need to work anymore. That's what's going on. I mean, it's a very simple explanation for why so many YouTubers are quitting. And it's not, oh, the YouTube exodus, people don't like working on YouTube. It's because these people are rich and don't have to work anymore, right? They already made it big. Now, you can judge for yourself whether or not these people have a level of passion for their work or not. Personally, for me, I've told you guys, if I hit the lotto today and I became a multimillionaire and I didn't have to work a day in my life, I would still stream. Now, I wouldn't stream the capacity that I do now. I'm not going to stream 6 days a week full time. But I love this so much.
He loves it so much he can't even lie about being, like he can't even lie and give an actual amount. Think about it. It's coming up.
Passion for it. I love what I do, and I love having interactions with you guys. I would keep doing it in some capacity.
In some capacity. If I win the lottery, I'll continue to stream in some capacity. Just in case. This dude's so fucking actual Delulu. Just in case he won a lottery, he got to keep it out there. No, dummy. I didn't say I would stream every day, Snow Carl. I said I would stream in some capacity. So therefore, I'll be streaming in about 6 months.
Right?
Yeah, he would slowly go away. We wouldn't see him anymore unless he ran out of money. We'll see him when he ran out of money.
With YouTubers,
you know how many champions they do the pool if you won a lottery?
Anymore. I quit.
Get out.
Well, I'm not like them. Because first of all, I'm never gonna make it big. I'm never gonna become a multi-millionaire doing this. Okay, I'm not going to. I'm too small time, and I'm too stuck in my own mindset of how to do stuff. I refuse to do all those things that all of them did to get rich. I don't do
something he said other people did to get rich was play the games that everybody else playing, play the memeable game, play the viral game. He played Pal World today, which is the definition of the memeable viral game that all the streamers playing. But if he wasn't playing it, you know he would be shitting on those people. Talking about how they're trying to get ahead and they don't respect their audience. It's a video I wanted to make, but I didn't make, about how DSP 11 months ago was so fucking strongly standing against the idea of quitting the game. And then 11 months later, he's like, oh, the people that quit these games, they don't respect you. They don't fucking respect you. They don't respect your time. They only care about money.
Any of those things. I'm not going to do those fucking things ever. Okay? That's why I'm different.
Disgusting.
But
he's
that's
definitely
also
different.
why I'm kind of going to be at this level likely for the rest
Speaking
of my
of,
life,
look at him dig and stretch.
So if I'm going to do a documentary, I want to do it when I feel like it's time to tell my whole story. But I don't think my whole story's happened yet.
Your whole story only going to be over when you're dead or in a retirement home?
Right now, like I said, not only am I maintaining
so
a gaming
weird.
channel, but I got a React channel, and now I've got a
It's acting like a JRPG
channel,
character.
And this is going to be a fun year of kind of doing stuff on those.
Look at his chat. They were just spamming dots.
Time with all of you. This is a great year for games. Like
yeah, I
right
feel
now,
like
we've got
right
a
now.
bunch of great games.
And look, he's just leaning over like, what the
I'm
fuck is
very
going
happy
on? They
to
talking
be
in
playing
braille?
everything. So I'm not ready to say this is my story and here it is and I'm done with it now. Like I feel like maybe down the road, right? That's something to consider. But I don't think that now is the time at all. I feel like the right decision here is because there's nothing toxic and negative really going on right now, because we're all having a good time. We're about to start new releases. We're about to start this new year a very positive way, all this good stuff going on. And because of the feedback I've gotten direct feedback from family members, viewers, longtime fans, you know, writing me out of the blue, and everyone just tossing their opinion into the ring. And the consensus I'm getting right now is that it doesn't make sense. That's what I'm getting. That the consensus right now is, no, definitely don't think about this right now. You know, don't do it right now. Again, you know, maybe in the future or whatever. But basically, don't do it now because this is going to be a second side-scrollers. Now, here's the thing. I don't believe that. I don't believe that this documentary is going to be a second side-scrollers because this is not a hit piece on me, right? But at the same time, I'm totally understanding where people are coming from, where they're saying it's going to primarily be a lot of drama for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Like tons of drama. And no one wants that level of drama. People just want me to be happy and to put out good content that they enjoy. And that's what my true fans who are supportive of me, who come by every day and support my content, no matter what it is I'm doing, what it is I'm playing, what project I'm working on, what
Supreme Pignosis. Big Heil energy.
No one wants that level of drama. People just want me to be happy and to put out good content that
People just want him to be happy.
they enjoy.
And he put that first.
And that's what my true me to be happy and to put out good content that they enjoy. And that's what my true fans who are supportive of me.
Listen to this Spider-Man ass motherfucker. My true fans.
No matter what it is I'm doing, what it is I'm playing, what project I'm working on, what channel I'm on, those people aren't seeking more drama.
Actual Pignosis. Like, of course, they're not seeking more drama, but who would admit to that anyway? But then before that, he say, my true fans support everything I do no matter what. What the?
They enjoy. And that's what my true fans who are supportive of me, who come by every day and support my content, no matter what it is I'm doing, what it is I'm playing, what project I'm working on, what channel I'm on, those people aren't seeking more drama, right? And this, no matter what, this documentary was going to cause drama. And so I think this is the right decision for now. And again, maybe in the future, I would change my mind, but for right now, it is canceled. It's not postponed. It's not on the back burner. It's canceled. I'm not doing it. All right?
I'm not doing it, but I might do it one day.
In a while, depending on the climate.
Wouldn't that mean it's on the back burner?
Right? Who knows how things change over time? Who would have thought that today I'd be doing this? Like what 5-6 years ago, I never would have thought that I'd be doing what I'm doing today. And then 5 years before that, I probably wouldn't have thought I would have been in that situation. My life changes
What
a lot.
situation are you in?
I'd be doing this. Like, what, 5, 6 years ago, I never would have thought that I'd be doing what I'm doing today.
What are you doing
and then 5 years
today?
before that, I probably wouldn't have thought I would have been in that situation.
Strange
My life
ego.
changes a lot.
I can't believe he actually inflated his fucking ego so
That's
much, man.
my feeling on it.
What are you
all
doing
And by
today?
the way, yeah, the
Begging?
schedule's not updated. I didn't
Being
update it.
wrong
I'll
about
update
what
it.
you
I keep
even
forgetting
doing?
to do
Schedule
that.
incorrect.
I'll do it in a minute when I'm done saying what I have to say about this, because people think that's my feeling.
Listen to
on
this
it,
mumbling.
all right? And by the way, yeah, the schedule's not updated. I didn't update it. I'll have to update it. I keep forgetting to do that. I'll do it in a minute when I'm done saying what I have to say.
He never updated the schedule, by the way. Spoilers. He actually never updated it. The schedule was wrong all day.
About this, because people keep typing the schedule and it's wrong. So yeah, that's the deal.
Fucking
So
intelligent human.
I want to say, first of all, thank you to everyone who gave
Yeah.
me feedback. I appreciate your honest feedback. Thank you very much to those who actually stepped up and were
It took him 17 days, about 18 days to listen to feedback. I mean, change his mind.
help with this project, because like I said,
I
was
mean,
talking with
listen to
people about being
feedback.
part of the project on the positive side of things, and they were very willing to help, even at great personal risk of being harassed as you know, because they were going to.
I'm glad all of
participate.
these
I
people
also
got
want to
their
thank Mike
time
Malone.
wasted.
I want you guys to
'cause,
understand something.
I mean,
Mike
welcome
has
to the
been absolutely
internet.
Positively nothing but professional at all in this whole situation. He's been 100% professional. This decision has nothing to do with him whatsoever. Zero. This is my personal decision based on my life situation and my things going on. Nothing to do with him. He's been completely accommodating. 100%. He's listened to every concern I ever had, and this was going to be something that was going to be safe, right? This is not going to be
So why you not doing
a
it?
team storms into my house with cameras, starts filming, and just slaps it all over the internet, and now next thing you know, everyone's harassing me and my family because all my shit's on the internet. That's not what this is going to be.
I don't know what that means. What could people harass you for that's in your house? You don't have anything weird going on, right?
Right? I want everyone to understand that.
He used to film his house all the time. Just move your mail. I don't get it. Like, you know, it's obvious something going on. How many this dude got physical champions laying all over the house.
And
Imagine we were going to actually get a look into DSP's real life. And then he canceled it. And you know, I'm not going to say it'll never happen, but I feel like this is never going to happen again. But you never know. Maybe some other documentarian come around and offer to give him money, make him sign a contract even faster.
hopefully,
But I don't feel like
he'll be able
this
to make
strange
stuff.
thing ever
He is
gonna
working on other
happen
stuff. It's
again.
gonna be good.
These planets never
I
gonna
wish
align
him
again.
the best in the future.
He got
but it's
future
just
endeavor.
not for me right now. I know for me and my family as well, because again, it's not just me. It's not for me. It's not for my family, and it's not for my community right now. All right, it's just not the right time. Fair enough. Okay. Fair enough. That's the announcement.
Just
So I'm
remind me
sure
when
you
he
guys are all gonna
canceled
have
Project
questions.
7.
Just to warn you all, if it's personal questions and shit, I'm not gonna answer it. All right. But if you guys have general questions about the
He's already
situation,
baby
I'm
man
willing
in
to
his
talk
way
about
out.
it. So let's
Yeah, you
get into
better
that.
fucking cope.
First of all, let's get to shout outs here. All
You
right.
better
We
cope.
got let's see here. Josh, who re-upped his membership and said, "Love you, Phil." Thank you, Josh, for that. And Spider Dijon also gifted a membership to the community, and it went to Silent Hint. So congratulations, Silent Hint, and thank you, Spider Dijon, for supporting the community here on DSP Gaming. I appreciate that. Okay. So let's take a look at what people have to say. We got contributions coming in. Well, August did a $10 tip and said, "Oh, the documentary is going to be great. I'm looking forward to it." Well, oops. Sorry about that, August, because the documentary is not happening. Okay. And by the way, I don't think the animation just worked, and I'm wondering if that's because I changed my animation. So hold on. Let me get it. There we go. But I appreciate what I do. My trolls say Stan did a tip, and basically, I'm just gonna say this. I'm not gonna read what he said because there's no point in reading the whole thing. It doesn't matter what I do. My trolls say it's a negative.
Okay, we talked about this part early in the video. I was preparing you. Guess what? This isn't the only time it's going to happen.
If I went forward with the documentary, well, that's a negative. Well, if I cancel the documentary, that's a negative. If I have input in the documentary, that's a negative. If I've
I'm pretty sure canceling the documentary is more of a negative than any of these other things you named, DSP. You know it and everybody know it. Because just like him being trolled apparently negatively affects his community, him canceling his documentary is going to negatively affect his community too. And that's going to negatively affect the people that shit on him and the people that like him. Because guess what? Neither side getting it. According to him, everybody was going to like the documentary. People that like him and people that don't like him. And now no one's getting a documentary.
no input in a documentary, that's also a
Just
negative.
saying.
It doesn't matter if I fart or breathe or whatever
Really
I do.
mature,
I don't give
by the
two
way.
shits what trolls say. And the fact that you care about what
Very mature. Very fucking mature moment right here. But guess what? It gets better. Let's rewind it a little bit.
documentary, that's also a negative. It doesn't matter if I fart or breathe or whatever I do, it's a negative. I don't give two shits what trolls say. And the fact that you care about what the trolls say means that you need to also reassess who you are and what you think about.
Remember that. Remember that. If you ever watch this video, rewind it. Remember this part.
In life,
If you ever watch any other DSP video before this or after this, remember this part.
give two shits about what a hater says, you're just wasting your time. You are and what you think about. Because in life, if you give two shits about what a hater says, you're just wasting your time. And what you think about. You care about what the trolls say means that you need to also reassess who you are and what you think about.
Look how overly deep he make it. You need to reassess who you are.
Because in life, if you give two shits about what a hater says,
This boy be
you're just
making some
wasting
bold
your time.
statements.
Like, this is not legit criticism. It's just nonsensical shit that they say.
Is it legit criticism,
Legit criticism
to say you
is
shouldn't do
just
this in video?
nonsensical shit
Is this legit criticism to say you shouldn't do this in the video?
that they say. You know?
You know.
So I don't care if they're happy or upset that I am or not doing a documentary. They can get fucked.
They
Okay.
can quit fuck. Burp.
Excuse me.
You get a burp, bitch.
Oh.
And a
Slurpee,
fake laugh.
Slurpee tipped $2. I'm going to read what Slurpee said. But this is, I don't know too much about this. Are you ready for this? Good idea to cancel. Seattle has one of the highest human trafficking rates in the nation. I always felt the documentary was a gateway to a dark underworld you don't want to be involved in. That's a new one. I never thought of this documentary about Darkside Phil as a gateway into human trafficking. But maybe I should have considered that in my decision too. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for the $2 tip. Don't know what the hell you're talking about, but okay there. Wow. Alrighty then. I think Slurpee was following a different documentary is what it was. I'm pretty sure Slurpee was not actually paying attention to anything that I said. Anyway. Let's see here. Oh, my nose. Ah. Let's see here. I gotta refresh everything. I received a super chat from Fabricio. Okay, thank you, Fabricio, for a $2 super chat. Let's get that on the leaderboard. You're actually the first super chatter of the day.
Yeah, DSP definitely
Okay.
used to shit on people that did this.
And so far, it looks like that's what we got. I think I shouted everything out. I don't know, something wasn't loading here. There we go. Well, I think I got everything as of now. I think I got everything, so.
What a
Also,
very
shout out to Apollo.
community-driven,
Apollo re-upped his membership, and he says, I respect your
beneficial
decision.
moment
Maybe
that everybody
in the future,
appreciates.
perhaps. Again, this is not, it is canceled. Definitively, the project is canceled. But this is not, oh, I'll never ever do anything like this. It's just, I don't feel like this is my swan song. Like, right? Like, I think like this documentary is supposed to be like a swan song. Like,
This
you know,
carrot dangling
giving
shit.
someone their
So
flowers
immature,
or
bro.
whatever
Such a
for doing
DSP thing.
content, and here's your history, the good and bad. But I'm in the midst of
Can
me
you stop saying
doing it.
give
I'm not quitting.
flowers,
I'm not
give someone their
retiring.
flowers?
This is not a, nothing's go crazy is going on in that regard. So this is probably not the time to start causing
We're not
drama
gonna go into
around
that
this
today.
documentary.
It's a positive
right?
video.
And again, I've got a lot of shit.
Speaking of positive, make sure to check the description of this video. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you Rue can support the Extra Life charity. You can donate to my local children's hospital, and maybe they can have a PlayStation 5, and then they could watch DSP beg for money and laugh at them or something. I don't know. But you could do that. You could help that happen. Maybe, possibly, if you check the description of the video you're watching right now and support the charity. Hashtag ad, hashtag ad.
on in my life already, where I'm already stressed out and I got anxiety about shit, and it's like, do I really need to be
Nice buzzwords, DSP. How often you talk about having anxiety? Maybe you should have a panic attack, and then we could all monetize it like you tried with that one lady.
doing this at the same time?
What a
It's
good
probably
person.
A very bad idea.
DSP's such a good
right?
person. You know, you guys know he gets anxiety?
And so I don't want to have anything to do with that.
Well, when he check his bank,
So there you go.
there you go.
Okay.
Nice little band happening right there.
Okay.
Look, Project
What's this?
7 all over again. Crashed in on announcement. Yeah. Oh, cashed in on announcement. Ooh. You know what? That dude make a good point. DSP definitely cashed in on announcing this shit and hyping it up and talking about it, obviously, and got a little bit of attention on it. You know how it be. But he fucking sucked, and he know he sucked. That's why he's scared to do the documentary. because he's gonna actually invite more people to troll him, and he know he will because he sucked. Just look up the amount of views he got announcing the interview, not the interview, the documentary on his own channel. Give me like 50 seconds. We'll get there eventually. The January 1st, whatever the fuck. Big announcement, 1.6K. I mean, come on, man.
So here we go again. Pimple shits with a
Big,
tip talking
big
about
views,
detractors. I already said I don't give two fucks what any of them say.
Oh.
And I don't give a fuck about anyone's opinion.
Remember this part.
I already said I don't give two fucks what any of them say. And I don't give a fuck about anyone's opinion. But my direct fans.
He meant that first part.
Any of them say. And I don't give a fuck about anyone's opinion.
That part. Look at the lip lick. Look at the lip lick. The wheel moving. Hamster running.
But my direct fans.
What is a direct fan? Could he explain in simple terms what a direct fan is?
And that's who I listen to. And that's one of the major reasons
Ah,
why
yes,
I made
the
this
direct
decision,
fan.
is because the overwhelming amount of feedback I was getting from my community was not to do this. That, listen, things have died. One of the major reasons why I made this decision is because the overwhelming amount of feedback I was getting from my community was not to do this.
So why did it take him so long to make his decision? If he had overwhelming feedback to not do it? Because he was ignoring it? Because he didn't care? Yep. Again, he know why he canceled this, and he basically explained why he canceled it. He's trying to make it about something else. Oh, people gonna dig up stuff about me that no one cares about, and that's gonna lead to you, the viewer and fan, being trolled more. Really, man? That's a hot excuse to get out of doing something.
That, listen, things
That
have
shit
died
robust as
down. No
fuck.
one cares about side scrollers anymore. Fucking stupid lolcow podcast. No one's paying attention to that
All of these
anymore.
things get more
This
views
is
than
great
you.
now that we're at a period where now we can focus on all these great new games that are going to be coming
It must
out.
mean the
You
people
got
within his
other
audience
efforts
don't
going
care.
on with the Throwback channel. Your wife is back in your content, which is super awesome and positive. Why now am I going to risk all of that? That's the feedback I got from many of
So what, Cat might go away and not come back because of the interview? I mean, documentary? I
you.
keep
You
calling it
understand that?
interview.
My longtime fans, my supporters reached out to me behind the scenes, and this is the feedback I got, and that's why I made this decision. Okay?
Wow.
No, I understand, because there's a lot of people out
Meatball man in his chat say, oh yay, like a dragon instead of the documentary. Can't wait. Meatball man got banned and called the fuck out. You got to
there
see
who
that shit.
casually watch me.
It's pretty
And
bad.
they wanted drama. Like, oh, crap. The drama around Darkside Phil has died down now. So now this is great that Phil's doing this documentary, because now the drama...
But this is gonna be drama within itself. I'm making a video about it right now, and DSP would consider that, I don't know, me trying to like get attention and make a buck or some shit.
will be back. Well, I don't care about you. Okay,
I
I'll
don't
make that
care about
abundantly
you.
clear, okay?
Time to get extra cringe.
Ready? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to make a public statement
Premium lol cow moment incoming.
to everyone here. You ready? Not even this question. That's the wrong one, okay?
Big lol cow energy.
If you watch me for drama, I don't care about you in the least. You are not my concern on this planet
Okay.
at all.
I
In any way,
I
shape,
don't
or
get
form.
why anybody
There's
should
not a single
be
moment in my life,
upset
there's
at
not a breath
this.
I take that I think about you or care about your opinion. If all you care about is drama, when it comes to Darkside Phil, DSP, or Phil Burnell,
Ew.
I don't give two shits about you. And I'm happy for you, and I hope you have a great life.
Huh?
Leave me the fuck alone.
You're
I
happy
don't care
for
about your
me.
opinion. Okay.
Happy
I can make
for
that as
me,
clear
and
as
you don't
possible,
care
but some
about
people
my
just don't get it.
opinion.
All right. Okay,
I don't get it.
Shout outs.
Should
Let's keep
somebody
going.
actually feel something because of that? It's a very, it's like this dude's so neutered, man. He's so neutered now. It's crazy, man. It's like actually crazy.
Tip.
So weird.
What was actually the going to talk about? Because this is what I'm saying. Like, people are now going to start asking. So, what was actually the terms of the documentary? What exactly was going to happen in the documentary? With each scene? But were you going to make money doing the documentary? And what about this? And what about that? And that's none of your business. And especially because the documentary is not even happening, it's definitely none of anyone's business. Because it's not even happening anyway. So none of it happened, so it doesn't matter.
So
All right.
why If you rewind the video, this video, you get a whole segment where he hyping up the documentary as if it's going to happen. It's going to be funny parts. It's going to be serious, but it's not going to be miserable. It's going to be a happy video. But if you ask questions about it, it don't matter because it's not going to happen. Well, why did he talk about it like it was going to happen during this pre-stream?
Anything like that, you're never going to get an answer out of me.
My
because
narrative.
It's none of my business, and I'm not talking about it.
I'm not talking about
But
it
thank
now.
you for the tip.
He's such a fucking baby, man.
Dan the Man has tipped me $10. Thank you to Dan. All the legitimate feedback I needed from my viewer base. But now you've got people like Meatball Man in the chat saying, you had a chance to work with a professional documentarian who would have actually shown your side fairly and you squandered it. Damn, man.
DSP, this is your take. The only thing he added that makes it negative is that, and you squandered it. Damn, man. What did he say? What did he say wrong?
Meatball Man, we all know who you are.
Oh,
All right? We know who you are, and we know what part of
look at what he make it about. Think about it. Look at what he make it about.
my viewer base. But
He
now
can't
you've
even
got
respond to
people
the
like
actual
Meatball
statement.
Man in the chat.
He has to make
saying,
it about
"You had
we
a
know
chance
who
to work
you
with a
are."
professional documentarian
Well, then
who would have actually shown your
dox him,
side
I don't
fairly
know.
and you squandered it. Damn, man. Meatball Man, we all know who you are. All right? We know who you are, and we know what part of a community you're part of, and we know why you were hoping this documentary would happen. Drama. You're not fooling anyone. All right? That's why you wanted to see it. You don't want to see my side.
But the
be
message
portrayed
is still
fairly.
true.
You want drama, so
Right?
you can revel in it and enjoy it and laugh at it. That's the reason you're in chat every day. See?
I don't get it. How was
But
that
I
a
love
W
it
for him?
because people like him act like they're so, oh yeah, I see I'm a fan and I'm disappointed. You're not a fan. You never were.
Okay.
I just tolerate your
disappointed.
existence because I get
Oh no,
tired
he
of
don't care
banning
about
your
my
14
opinion either.
fucking
Anyway,
clone account here.
Whoa,
you know?
so
I'm
based.
not gonna skip up.
Just take your sip, old man.
Okay.
Look at the lean.
I'm ignoring all this.
I'm ignoring
Steve-
everybody. Baby mode.
Oh, I'm ignoring all this because people are tipping $1 just to talk about trolls. I told you guys I'm not talking about it, so I'm just ignoring all of this nonsense. You're not getting any attention from me if you just want to talk about trolls. Sorry. Let's see here.
Wow.
Someone tipped $2 and said, when the Lol Cow podcast inevitably fails because it's going to, and I guess already it's on that way. I wouldn't know. I haven't watched it once. I'm not going to. You know, I'm not involved in that kind of shit. I should consider doing a podcast with Wings of Redemption because we both have passion for games and it would be a good show.
This
You do
part get
realize
weird. Listen to what he
that could
say.
never happen.
Listen to what he say.
Wings is literally attached himself to Keemstar.
Literally.
He
2
cannot
times.
now do anything without that man. So as long as he is completely beholden and a slave to Keemstar, I will have absolutely.
He just called a grown man a slave to another grown man. Only because of money and nothing else. A slave. A slave. This dude, man, this dude be saying some weird shit. Like, these are real people, DSP. You know that, right? Remember what? Yo, let's talk about it. I'm not going to take you down that fucking road, but let's talk about it. When this dude, when Turkey Tom made that DSP response video and said that he was done milking DSP, when he was done milking DSP, he got so fucking mad about it. He was so personally offended. You're milking a human, not for sus, but for content. He was so offended when some dude say he was done milking him. How you offended at that? But then you got the nerve, the fucking audacity to say that some dude is a slave to another dude. What the flippity flute, bro?
Absolutely, positively nothing whatsoever to do with him. Okay? It's that simple. So.
It's crazy.
It looks
man.
like chat froze for me.
Yeah, I
Hold
bet
on.
chat did freeze. I wouldn't want to
Yeah,
fucking
chat
talk.
froze for me.
Wait,
There we go.
he should say he was
Now
ignoring
it
everybody.
completely froze.
This dude, this dude's a lunatic, man.
All right.
Is he
I have
done?
received
Oh,
a $20 tip from 1 Minute Man. Thank you, 1 Minute Man, for the $20 tip. Let's get that animation going. Already have peak exposure on YouTube after 15 years. Glasses and 1 Minute Man. Thank you so much, 1 Minute Man. Biggest tip of the day so far. Says, Phil, you already have peak exposure on YouTube after 15 years. Sadly, the YouTube audience formed an opinion on you. The
You know, DSP didn't like this, and he gotta hold it because it's 1 Minute Man. Is he a slave to 1 Minute Man?
documentary isn't going to change anything. You seem to be doing well now. Just don't screw it up.
You seem to be doing well now. Don't tell him that. That'll go against his narrative, 1 Minute Man.
And I would prefer Baldur's Gate 3 over today's game. Of course you would. Listen, 1 Minute Man, we all know that you love Baldur's Gate 3.
We do?
You know? And again, even though I'm going to be playing
DSP a slave to this dude, huh?
Tekken 8 and Like a Dragon.
And now he just promotes himself to him.
Is I do Like a Dragon.
What the
I
fuck?
just messed around today and I never touched.
Nobody asked
Gate 3
about those
will
games?
Stay going. Says your detractors are a wild bunch. Thank you, Parasolo, for re-upping your membership for 32 months.
Like
he says your detractors are a wild bunch. I have the craziest detractors.
I can never think of that buzzword,
I
but
mean
this
that
dude's
too.
the most needy, parasocial, creepy fucking streamer, bro. He got 50 gift subs too during this segment. From Mike Klum wasted 10K on this pig roach. Another one of those alternate reality, like really cheap gift subs.
I have the absolute most insane people on this planet, you know, stalking me and doing this stuff, quite frankly. I don't believe that there's anyone else that has that level of craziness. All right? I just don't. It's funny because people act like it. Oh, well, LTG has big haters, and Wings has big haters, and Boogie has big haters. No. The difference is that I don't entertain the
King of Suffering.
loud cow bullshit. I don't buy into it.
Victim mode.
So because of that, they get incensed and they just create their own circle jerking communities of shit. You know, based off of today's video, this podcast, there will be no less than 100 separate videos made about this.
Yeah, because of 100 people make fun of you.
100 separate videos made about
Maybe you should think about why.
So there you go.
Maybe DSP should think about why actually dozens, maybe hundreds of actual real people got their own micro community because this dude's so trash. People just don't get tired of hearing him get shit on. Maybe you should think about that.
Okay. All right, so I'm just going to keep, again,
I'm just going to ban
idiots coming
everybody.
in with trying to get me to say stuff I'm not going to talk about here.
I'm just going to ban you all. DSP versus the world.
Well, here's a dollar tip from Sarah, and this is Sarah's opinion. All right. Sarah says, if Mike Klum really was going to be unbiased and fair with this documentary, why do you break the news on Kiwi Farms? Then only do promo interviews with your haters and detractors that want to ruin your life. I'm really glad the documentary's canceled. I felt
Who
like
else did they do a promo
now,
interview
just to be
with?
clear about
DSP's scared to do one with anybody.
That is not true. Because as I told you, I was
It's kind of dumb that DSP didn't do a stream thing with Mike Klum when you really think about it.
working behind the scenes.
Kind of weird. This is going to be a long
with
segment, I
people
think.
from my side, positive people that Mike was going to be involved with, but that wasn't going to be done publicly. Do you understand? Like, we weren't going to come out in public and say, hey, fans of Phil, come get an interview with Mike Klum. That wasn't going to happen. It was going to be me working with people behind the scenes who were willing to do that because that was going to be a personal risk for them. You understand?
What happened to it don't matter because it won't happen? Remember when some dude asked him a bunch of questions and he said it don't matter because it's not going to happen anyway? So what's this segment? Remember, it don't matter because it's not going to happen anyway. Come on, DSP, keep up.
You know, people who
Keep
have
up
had
with your story, bro.
positive association, positive experiences with me over the years. That's who was going to be involved from my side. Yes, family members were going to be involved. Yes, longtime fans, friends, people like that were going to be in this. Okay? So that was happening. But Mike went out there and did the public side of stuff for the negative side, and that's all that you heard about. Again, here's the thing. Why did you only hear the negative? Because those are the people who are the echo chamber on YouTube. Those are the people who literally are 90% of YouTube today. Toxic idiots. That's what the sites become a cesspool of.
I'm glad you think that
Drama
way.
queens, fucking fake TMZ reporters, gossip girls. That's what they are. They're
DSP, you're all of those too?
gossip girls. Fucking idiots. And people watch that shit because they're dumb.
Okay.
So that's what you heard. You heard Mike Klum posted on Kiwi Farms.
He
Mike
did.
Klum talked to Review Tech USA.
He literally
In the
did.
meantime, the positive stuff was happening, but you're not going to hear about that.
How the fuck are people dumb because something actually happened and they heard about it? Nah. Hold that.
That's what the sites become
What?
a cesspool of. Drama queens, fucking fake, fucking idiots. And people watch that shit because they're dumb. So that's what you heard. You heard Mike Klum posted on Kiwi Farm shit because they're dumb. So that's what you heard. You heard Mike Klum posted on Kiwi Farms. Mike Klum talked to Review Tech USA. In the meantime,
I like that the positive people don't get anything. You notice that? The dumb people, the fucking moronic trolls, they get all of this content. They get Mike Klum talking to It's a Gundam. They get Mike Klum going to Meerkat stream and talking to his chat. They get Mike Klum going to Review Tech stream and talking to him. But the positive people, they don't get anything. What the fuck is that? Why the positive people don't get anything? Isn't that weird?
That shit because they're dumb. So that's what you heard. You heard Mike Klum posted on Kiwi Farms. Mike Klum talked to Review Tech USA. In the meantime, the positive stuff was happening, but you're not going to hear about that. All you're going to hear is the toxic negative shit. You get it?
The positive stuff literally wasn't visible anywhere. How are we going to hear about it happening? Why is he pretending like he's mad it wasn't talked about? It was no one that could talk about it besides him, Mike, and the other people that don't want to even be exposed. What the fuck?
That's what they want, though, because that's how they make their content. When you have no talent, you benefit from every level of gossip and negativity.
DSP can't even make emotes without help from 12-year-olds.
But thank you for the dollar, Sarah. And here's the thing, Sarah. I totally hear your concern.
Look how attached he is to this female style name. This dude's so fucking weird, bro. He's like married. He's married and he ignored anime ladies and women in the video games. But somebody show up to his chat with a lady style name, he loves them. I'm telling you, OIC, if you're watching this, just give yourself a lady name in the chat. Call yourself fucking Alyssa or some shit. DSP's gonna talk to you every day. Look at how he treated this fucking dollar. He handled this person with kid gloves. This dude's fucking creepy, bro. Creepy, weird old man beg you for money, and then he try to steal your girlfriend online through DMs, pretending to know how OBS work.
And negativity.
Y'all know that's how DSP met Cat. Cat was genuinely on Twitter asking about OBS help, and he pretended to fucking understand how it worked, because let's be real, DSP don't know how OBS worked. He never did, and he never really will. But he had clout. Obviously, he got clout as some kind of streamer. He looked like he know how OBS worked. He's a fucking streamer. He stream every day for a living. So this unsuspecting lady responds to him. And then DSP slid in her DMs and she fucking never did anything online again. And look at her now. She looked like this when she moved in. Yes, correct. And she looks like this now. Interesting. That's what happened when you responded to DSP. That's how they met. He pretended to know how OBS worked, and then he slid in the DMs and probably complained about his life, complained about being drunk. She complained about whatever the fuck she was going through. And then he said, well, babe, you can come meet me. I'm pretending to be single online, and I'm begging for money. And he used his champion money probably to fly her in a couple of times.
Okay, let's continue here.
But
thank you for the dollar, Sarah. Here's the thing,
I'm
Sarah.
jealous.
I totally hear your concern.
Look how nice he's being to Sarah.
Here's the thing,
Sarah.
I totally hear your concern, and I understand it. All right?
I can hear your throat clears, man.
JDTV says, why did I announce the documentary at all? Well, quite frankly, because
Clout,
it kind of already
attention.
got out there. When Mike started
blaming
talking
Mike
to people on the internet about it, immediately it got out there, and it was like days of people already hounding me about it.
It was one day.
Quite honestly, I don't think I was ready to really talk about it.
It was one day.
We hadn't done any work on it.
It was the first stream, and it was the night stream. I remember because 672 asked about it on the night stream. And he said, I'll talk about it tomorrow. And he talked about it tomorrow. Stop it, bro. Stop it. I'm pretty sure you could pull up the New Year's Eve stream, maybe even. Maybe. It's like, get out of here, bro. You're disgusting. It wasn't no 2 days. It wasn't even a full day.
Written out any particular scenes. We hadn't filmed anything. I wasn't really ready to talk about it, but the moment that Mike went out there to try to get the that side of it, boom, it just hit the internet. Crazy viral nonsense.
Viral.
So it just kind of happened
movie.
that way. I don't think it was intended to be that way. If you haven't noticed, I haven't even really talked that much about it because I told you guys I wasn't really ready yet. We're in development stages of ideas of things we wanted to do with this documentary that would have worked and been entertaining for everyone, not just my side, not just the hater side, but everyone, even newcomers who don't know who I am would have liked it. But it just kind of blew up the way it did because of the way how toxic YouTube is. Oh, let's see here. Ass Man, Timmy, $3.33 says, why would you sign off on a documentary if you thought it might hurt you in the future? You should just do your own.
Hey, remember when you said the details don't matter because it's not going to happen anyway?
Again, The documentary didn't happen. I didn't sign off. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? I didn't sign off. There's no... The documentary...
Look, he can't even talk about it. He can't even function. Bro, DSP said that agreements were... That they had stuff they agreed upon. He worded it really weird. You know, he didn't use the word sign. But come on, man. People jump to conclusions, especially when you give them so much stuff to jump.
You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I didn't sign
off. There's no...
The documentary,
this documentary doesn't exist.
I didn't sign off. There's no...
Like, why can't he finish that? Why can't he finish that sentence? Is no what? Because it was? That's why he can't say is no. He's so, like, strange, bro. It's like he's actually really, really bad at lying, but he try to do it so much.
You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? I didn't sign off. There's no... The documentary... No... I didn't sign off. There's no... The documentary doesn't exist. I don't know what you mean. You guys are acting like there's a giant... You know, legal contract agreement. We did all this work and everything, and now it's done.
Giant legal contract agreement.
That didn't even have a giant, you know, legal contract agreement, and we did all this work and
He
everything.
got to jump to extremes.
That didn't even happen.
He's like Sabu.
I don't even know what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't know what you're saying either, DSP. I actually don't.
We're in the
because
initial
you can't speak now.
stages of planning this thing out, right? We didn't even schedule filming times yet. As I told you, you guys would know when we scheduled filming times.
Schedule
it was
meeting
affect
each other in
streams,
real
so I was
life.
going to tell you
it was kind of a big step.
That didn't even happen yet, right?
Yeah, you better fucking take a sip. Come on,
your
dude.
announcement. Initially, they're going to be surprised, but I understand your points. We wish you the best, and we understand why it's canceled. It seems the best thing to do for the current status quo. I was interested in the documentary for what it would be and the positive effect that it would have in bringing people in. Outside of that, I just don't care. Drama is pitiful content for pitiful lines. I'm glad you avoided like the plague that it is. Cheers and have a great stream. Thank you, Blake. Yeah, and you know, I think generally with any kind of a project,
memberships.
Right, you hope that it's going to be one thing, but then you basically have to read the
behind
room,
the scenes.
right? And when
sometimes
it's announced that there's going to be a Dark Side Phil documentary, and you read the room, and 90% of the people in the room are being insanely toxic,
you
over the
gave
top
money
about
to
it.
DSP.
Then maybe it doesn't make sense,
You're
right?
the guy.
Right? If there was genuine, if I felt like in general,
and
there was this peak genuine
family
interest in learning about me and what my life is really like and who I really am and what everything is the truth of the matter when it comes to Dark Side Phil.
Ah, yes, the truth
right?
of the matter when it comes to Dark Side Phil.
There was this peak genuine interst in learning about me and what my life is really like and who I really am and what everything is the truth of the matter when it comes to Dark Side Phil, right? Then probably it wouldn't be as stressful or whatever. But when I look at it and you see people who are literally foaming at the mouth for any little tidbit that they
literally foaming at the mouth, just like how Boogie is literally Keemstar's slave, right? Imagine saying something like that about the guy in any of his situations.
How am I a slave? Ah, yes, I am literally fucking tied up and being whipped by a 1 minute man.
And they can use it to harass me and my family. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Like that's the feeling I get out of it. And it's like,
well, maybe you're getting the wrong feeling,
that's
Playboy.
Not my intention. Why would I
Look at his chat. It's still having it, dude. It's still scrolling. Was gifted a sub by Mike Klum. 10K. Mike Klum wasted 10K on his pig roach. This video falling apart.
It's just gonna feed more into the toxicity and drama of people that don't like me, right?
Right.
I'm not saying that it won't be addressed. I'm not saying that those people wouldn't be a part of it. They should be, because people need to see the shit that I go through on a daily basis, right? At this.
Oh. I just caught that. So the trolls being in the documentary would have been showing what he go through on a daily basis, not showing their side of the story. Interesting.
Like that's the feeling I get out of it. And it's like, well, obviously that's not my intention. Why would I want to do a documentary that's just going to feed more into the toxicity and drama of people that don't like me, right? I'm not saying that it won't be addressed. I'm not saying that those people wouldn't be a part of it. They should be, because people need to see the shit that I go through on a daily basis, right? At this very moment, there's people restreaming this. At this very moment, there's people making videos and posting them on the internet of what I'm saying right now, and that's insane.
Hey.
That's literally insane. I'm a tiny, small-time streamer. That means nothing.
Time to hide.
Somehow, I've become important.
Time to hide behind our small status. But it's like, you're a tiny streamer because you fumbled the fucking bag so many times, dude. You're a small streamer because so many people shit on you. and hate on you, and because you're so trash. But you also get made fun of for the same reasons. So you don't benefit from being popular. Like most people that may get shit on a lot. You don't benefit from being popular because you're not popular, but you suck so much to the point where people get entertainment out of watching you get made fun of. Like I say, hundreds of motherfucking micro communities, I'm gonna call them to sound smart. Hundreds of these motherfuckers exist because this dude's trash. And he don't blame himself. He blame everybody else. It's like, come on, my guy. Really? Really? It's not like it's actually one dude and they just have a bunch of people that like to laugh at laughing at you and shit. But it's like a lot of different people, man. It's a lot of people that make fun of this dude in the current year. Like, and it's like a bunch of people that don't know each other that do it, which makes it way worse for him.
To so many people on the internet for weird reasons.
Yeah.
And it's really
Anyway,
bizarre.
I'm
'Cause
getting
all I want to do
derailed.
is sit here and play games and chill with you guys.
Yeah, all you
but
want to do
instead
is
I have
play
have this
games and
insane
chill
toxic echo
and do
chamber
a
for everything I
2-hour-long
do. I just don't
podcast
get
every
it.
day.
How did we get here, and what is wrong with these fucking people that they can't move on, right?
How did we get to
But that's the
doing
thing, like,
hour and a
if I'm gonna
half,
truly
2-hour
make an
podcast every day?
objective project, it has to be something that everyone
How'd that
wants.
happen?
And personally, what I like to see.
How we get to all of the
documentary
begging?
eventually be
Remember
made?
you didn't bring
Yes,
up money
I
DSP,
would.
but you brought up
Today,
views all the
no,
time?
I can't do it today. I know
Anyway.
that now. But eventually, I
Moving
would like
forward
to see something
positively.
like that down the road. But when my entire major fan base is telling me, don't do this, this is not a good idea.
His
Everything in your
major
life right now is
fan
going
base.
better. There's no drama around you. Just forget this and move on and do what you do. I'm going to listen. So now I'm listening. Okay?
Some dude in this chat pignatized like a motherfucker. Tiak, some clown who gave him money during the stream and give him money during a lot of streams. If they couldn't make money talking about you, then all the hater videos would stop today. Bro, you gave DSP money and he will fucking go away if he couldn't get money from you. Yep, rubber and glue moment.
There you go.
There you go. It's like, bro, you just have DSP's argument.
Let's see here.
Really, man?
So Token, thank you for the membership.
Can you
notification
stop
there.
being a
Dan the Man
fucking
gifted a
sheep?
membership and it went to Crispy. So thank you, Dan. And then Dan also did a super chat.
Ah, Dan.
So thank you, Dan, for that support. So Dan would have been the latest super chatter here.
Good old Dan.
I appreciate that, Dan. And
Oh, man.
a symptom of the toxic treatment that I have received from the internet. Because I'm not even
Victim.
kidding. Spawn Killer just tipped and asked this question. And
I thought he didn't care about what the trolls think. And I thought if you do, you need to reevaluate yourself.
multiple people are super chatting and asking the same question. So this is
Oh.
actually Shiv
He don't care. It's other people that care. But shouldn't they reevaluate their life then?
as well. Okay. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to address it. All right. I think I should address it. Here's what people are asking in a nutshell. I'll paraphrase it because everyone said it a little differently.
Meaningful.
Well, don't you think that Mike now is just going to do a documentary without you? That he's just going to take all
this
the
question.
toxic, negative stuff about you, and he's going to compile it into a documentary of his own, so that he can still have a project out of this. Okay. First of all, I really think you all grossly overestimate the amount of work that has gone into this shit. Nothing has been filmed. Nothing at all has.
I made these same points on my stream. Nothing's been filmed, but this dude, he flew out to DSP, drove out to him or whatever the fuck, met him in real life, had dinner with him and his wife, and he went all over the internet, emailing people, commenting under people's shit, tweeting people, going on people's streams. He did the equivalent of footwork on the internet. He's done research, man. He's got all of these people that he could talk to now. If he wanted to, he could genuinely just get all of these people's opinion and make a video, which is it's been done before, but not to this extent. And it could fucking shit on DSP and it'll get a bunch of views.
Been filmed. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think people are under the impression that Mike Klum was flying around the world for 2 months, filming everywhere, doing it. This hasn't happened. There's been initial
He was
phone
about to
calls,
do it,
there's been
though.
a few forum posts have been made. Nothing has happened yet in regards to that kind of work. You're
But he met him in person and had dinner with him, and he not bringing it up right now. You notice that? You notice he didn't bring it up?
on the world for 2 months, filming everywhere and doing it. This hasn't happened.
And before you act like it's not a big deal, it is a big deal. This dude completely hid his wife from the whole internet, like the whole fucking internet. But right after, it's announced that Mike Klum had dinner with him and his wife. Not after it happened, because it could have happened months ago. But right after it was announced on that It's a Gundam stream, like right after that, Cat was on stream for the first time in 5 years. These things have nothing to do with each other. I believe in a conspiracy. I'm believing that they have something to do with each other.
There's been initial phone calls. There's been a few forum posts been made.
And what about y'all
Nothing has
meeting?
happened yet in regards to that kind of
Oh,
work.
in regards to
you know,
that kind of work.
So, you know, people are just wild.
You
Again,
should
with their
start
crazy
stuttering.
speculations. That's number one. Okay. Number two, if Mike Klum wants to be known as a good documentarian and he wants to have actual subjects involved in his project,
This is a little bit of a threat, but not really. But it kind of is. I say Mike make the documentary, the one-sided documentary showing only what the trolls think, and he drop it on his sock account. He drop it on his alternate account.
in what line of reasoning would it make any sense for him to immediately make a hit piece documentary about me because I decided to not go through with our more objective documentary? If he made a hit piece documentary about me, right? What makes you think anyone would ever work with him again?
Why would anybody work with DSP? You think somebody gonna want to do a documentary with this dude in the future? Maybe, but they're gonna be remembering what happened with this Mike Klum documentary. People gonna remember this, just like how people will remember if Mike dropped a negative video on DSP and completely ruined his business presentation. Like, bro, DSP, you dropped out of this shit too, after being super public about it. You taking an L too, my guy. Don't act like it's one-sided. You making
Right?
yourself look unprofessional too.
The first thing they would say is, okay, so your first documentary was about Boogie, and that was sad, and he looks worse after it. And your next documentary about Darkside Phil, but he wasn't involved, and it was a hit piece on him. Gee, I wonder if I should do a documentary with Mike Klum today, right? Like, what are you talking about?
Why would anybody do anything with DSP? Look at how he talked about the interview he did with the side scrollers. Why would you want to do something with him? No matter how good of a job you do, this dude's going to hate you, and he's going to make your fan base think that you're trash and that you only do anything for money. That's why when DSP praised me, the people who know, when DSP gave me some weird ass praise only because I was making a lot of money, because I had a lot of subs at the time on Twitch. I had like 1,200 subs. And he was like,
Oh, I hear Tevin's doing pretty good. Tevin's got like, he's very successful.
bro, he fucking plugged the shit out of me. He gave me a whole ass chill segment on his little fucking cringe, boring ass stream one day. And after that, I was like, nah, I gotta make fun of this dude. I cannot have this dude praising me. I will not allow it. If DSP praise you, I'm telling you, if DSP big up you or praise you in any way, shit on him more and make him regret it. This is my warning to anybody out there on the internet. This is my advice from one mature adult to another. If DSP say something cool about you and you hear about it, you need to shit on him. And if you don't want to shit on him directly, make a weird joke. Like say, look at my skeletons, bitch. Or make a jerking off joke. Or make a May 1st joke. Do something. Because this dude is cancer. And nothing good gonna come from being attached to him, close to him in any way. Only if you shitting on him should you be close to him, and then you wearing a fucking hazmat suit if you're doing that. I promise you.
And then in addition to all of that, for everything I know about the guy, he's a nice guy, he's an objective guy, and he doesn't want to do that.
And I remember when I did that, I did this one stream about him being unpartnered when Twitch demonetized him. He was up at like 4 in the morning tweeting, mad as fuck. Like he tweeted out my stream and everything. I took screenshots of this. He tweeted out my stream and everything, talking about people that support this guy, they should be fucking, I don't know what word he would use, but he was like, people shouldn't support this guy. And he was like pig whistling to get me struck. It was a great day. It was totally worth it.
Only wants to do this project with my involvement, so
I
he
ended
can
up
make a
getting struck
real
too.
two-sided project. He does not want to make a hit piece.
Damn, that got
because so many
deleted
people
off the
have already
internet.
done that on YouTube. Literally,
Or
how
did
many
I?
people in the last couple of years just take everything my detractors have already said, edit it into their own video, and commentate over it and act like they actually did work, and then profit from it and get millions of views. It's already been done to death. It's
Act like
boring,
they did
it's
work.
unoriginal, it's uninspired, and it's talentless. But this is what people like on YouTube. 'Cause There's a
Talentless.
lot of dumb fucking people on the internet. Well, this was going to be a different kind of project, right? So
This is pretty good because I'm pretty sure DSP liked the Keemstar documentary he reacted to. He liked the Wings documentary he reacted to. He liked the Pro Jared documentary I think he reacted to. He liked these. These were great. These were documentaries. These were professionally done. But when they were about him, they're talentless and they suck and only dumb people like them.
it's
based.
unoriginal, it's uninspired, and it's talentless. But this is what people like on YouTube because there's a lot of dumb fucking people on the
man.
internet. Well, this was going to be a different kind of project, right?
The
So
GOAT.
you know, there you go. Now, here's the thing. Can I stop Mike from doing anything like that? No, because I won't be involved. Anyone could do that right now. They could contact anyone from my past and do a negative documentary. People have already done it, right? But I don't think he's going to. He's told me he's not going to, and he, you know, he has no desire to do that, right? So from a professional standpoint, it would make no sense because no one would ever want to work with him again. And it's already been done. It probably wouldn't even amount
We
to
got a little bit more info here.
already done it, right? But I don't think he's going to. He's told me he's not going to, and he, you know, he has
Told me he's not going
no
to.
desire to do that, right? So from a professional standpoint, it would make no sense because no one would ever want to work with him again. And it's already been done. It probably wouldn't even amount to anything that's going to be special because so many people have already done that on YouTube, right? So no, I'm, you know, your concerns, I understand your concerns are warranted because, you know, this has happened already a million times. This, again, when the only treatment I've gotten on the internet is unfair treatment, you just expect that I'm going to continue to get the unfair treatment. And I understand that. I completely 100% understand that. I think that was a lot of the problems that people had with this documentary. They just didn't trust it. They thought it was just going to go poorly again for me because everything else has, right? So there you go.
So there you
let's
go.
see here. I don't even know what you're talking about. Talk to me.
Some dude was sick in his shit.
Now. Happy Saturday, Darren. Personally never had mine out. I've heard it's really back to Sea of Stars. So
Are we done?
College try. Have a lot of sense.
No way.
Piece game. Yeah, I remember We Happy Few.
No way. I think we're done.
Documentary. We've been talking about all this other shit. We didn't even get to talk about this event.
Yeah.
In 3 weeks we got an event we need to plan. All right, so it's starting tomorrow
audio isn't too bad.
on the podcast. We need to start planning this out so we know exactly what's going to happen. What kind of stuff do you want to see during that event? I already spoke with my wife, and she wants to make food. And I said, please make food, because remember, last year's Super Bowl event, she was working. So I...
You know what that mean? Hey, honey, you want to make some food for my stream? Yeah, sure. Like, you really role-playing that you talked to her about the stream and she volunteered with no coercion?
You know exactly what's going to happen. What kind of stuff
don't
do you want
believe
to
you.
see during
Nobody
that event?
do.
I already spoke with my wife, and she wants to make food. And I said, please make food, because remember, last year's Super Bowl event, she was working.
Oh,
so
he
I
said,
did, like,
please make
frozen
food.
foods, and they
Before
were
or after
fucking
she said she would do
terrible.
it?
Remember, I had, like, the microwave, or not even, I threw them in the oven, but they were the pretzels with the beer cheese in them, and they were absolutely disgusting. It was nasty. So Kat is actually going to make food for the Super Bowl event. Like, she's going to look up, like, Super Bowl snack recipes and things and make homemade snacks to have during the event, which is going to be really neat. So it's going to be better than last year's. We just got to figure out what we want to do during that day. Do you want gameplay? Do you just want to hang out? Do you want...
Why does she need to look up Super Bowl snacks? She's like a foreign exchange student, man. She don't even know what Americans do.
do ads like we did last year where we react to Super Bowl ads? Like, we have a lot of options. Do you just want me to sit here and drink? I could do that too. We'll figure it out. All right, anyway, that's for tomorrow. Tomorrow's podcast, we begin planning the big Super Bowl event that's going to take place in 3 weeks. Okay, everyone? Thank you for watching the Level 1 podcast. Thanks for understanding. Thank you so much for your feedback. If it was not for the true and honest feedback of my viewers and fans, I would not be making the right decisions. And I feel like today's decision is the right one, and I'm happy that I got the feedback that I did from you, because I might have made the wrong decision, just like I feel like I did last year.
Nah, you
And
made
I
a
wanna
lot of wrong
stop making wrong
decisions,
decisions. I wanna start
Playboy.
doing the right stuff for the community and my family. And I feel like this was a step definitely in the right direction. Thank you for that, okay? All right, let's end the show, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the Super Bowl discussion. Peace out.
Peace out.
All right, cool.
Oh, you're not done
Cool.
yet.
Let us get set up. I do have to pee before we begin. But let's get set up here. I have no idea what this game will look like. I don't know where to put my camera. Who knows what this is going to be, right? I have no idea. I guess we'll find out. There we go. Okay.
Oh, yeah. We have one final...
All right. Let's very briefly just pause while I run next door and use the restroom. And then we're going to start with Pal World and see what the hell it is. I have no clue what we're about to play. I literally don't know what we're doing.
Okay, man. We have one final message to leave you with before this beautiful video is done. Less than 3 hours. Let me check some stuff. Okay. We're just gonna go. We're just gonna do it. Out of context. Oh, yeah. 2 clips. Anime warning, by the way. Big anime warning. Like, actually look away.
Oh my god.
There's the girl with the big tits.
Choose
Where'd she
your
go?
underage child.
Look at her. She's underage. Look at the size of her titties. How could she be
It
underage?
says the age right there.
No, she's 17.
That's underage.
Rose is 17.
17's not legal. What have you been up to on the weekends?
We're
Now,
gonna have
how
to
could
run it
that be a
back.
14-year-old? Look at the size of those titties.
I don't know.
It's impossible.
My apologies. Professional video.
17's
I'll be here all
close.
day.
That's the closest one, so I guess it's the best
I
one.
gotta pick her.
17 is close to
Closest.
what DSP. Oh.
Those titties.
What have you been up to on the weekends?
Now, how could that be a 14-year-old? Look at the size of those
I
titties.
don't know.
It's impossible.
Fucking Casper the Ghost.
Now, speaking of, look at the size of those titties. Here we have the GOAT. The GOAT in his glory.
To basically say anything in regards to that. 'Cause, I mean, I'm very happy with Kat. I'm very lucky to have her. Let's put it that way. So, the loudest fart and is hot enough to be a swimsuit model. So, those people would be if you had a swimsuit model as your. Okay, there. So I'm probably not playing at all. Okay, YOLO Dopper cheered. He said, "I wonder how jealous people would be if you had a swimsuit model as your girlfriend." My girlfriend is hot enough to be a swimsuit model. Seriously, like, she's got a really smoking body, and she's pretty, and so I am not going to basically say anything in regards to that. 'Cause, I mean, I'm very happy with Kat. I'm very lucky to have her. Let's put it that way. So, the loudest fart did a 25-bit cheer. He says, "What other game franchises would you like to see get a more sophisticated and mature style like God of War?"
What a beautiful question that will not be able to be answered at this time. For now, I will have to bid you adieu. Make sure to like the video. If this video gets 300 likes, something crazy might happen. Imagine if something crazy happened, but probably not. See you later.